Fern, are you gonna be streaming for us from now on now?
Bernie?
Friend's computer is having troubles too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had a
Streaming
rough time
hard.
the last couple. You want to guys? I can run it on my laptop.
Maybe I will figure it out at some point. And I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to send the map because it would show too much. What's up?
Hello.
Do you have it up right now? Are we twitching? Nice. You're nice. It's how do I? One of these days, I'm gonna figure out how Twitch works.
Nah, you're old.
Here we
Just
go.
watch.
1 minute ago. I think this is the one I'm supposed to be on. Watch now. Watch now. That's the thing. Every time I go to it, it doesn't give me the option to, like, watch now. Until I start to like go somewhere else, and then it's like, and then it pops up. I'm like, oh, there it is.
Now last time, unfortunately, it did crash. So can we get a 30-second recap?
A 30-second recap.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
It crashed before we arrived and met the lovely lady.
So our recap. Wait, it crashed. It crashed.
As we
Oh,
arrived.
so
yeah.
all right. So I don't need to go recap the entire thing. I just need to recap from when you guys arrived at the Standing Stones, across the boggy river from the ruins of Berez. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
All righty then. Let us. Let me get to my notes here. What did I do here? Where are my notes? 1 second. I thought I was prepared, and I was fooling around with something else, and now I'm not. 1 second. Bum, bum, bum. All righty, the areas of Berez. Here we go.
Is anyone under any conditions while Rob's doing his thing?
I don't think anybody is at the moment. Do we have any exhaustions in the group or anything like that?
I am currently cleared, so I just
You're
usually
cleared?
it's me that has them. So
Doctor's giving you clearance to adventure.
cleared to go get more exhaustion, sir.
I just had a doctor's appointment today, this morning, and I was overdue by about 6 months. I hate going to the doctor, but all's well that ends well.
That's great.
One of those, I just like to avoid it. I don't like needles. I don't get like getting blood drawn.
That's
they
my
make
problem.
me nervous. So I show up there I show up in like a cold sweat, and they're like, "You all right?" I'm like, "No, I want to be here."
Yeah, they're like, do you normally turn pale white when we draw blood?
Yeah, my blood pressure is always higher when I'm at the doctor's office, and I'm like, "No, it's just higher right now. You don't have to send me to the ER or anything like that, or adjust my meds or whatever."
Sir, I'm normally home playing
yeah.
games with my friends. This is your fault.
It's all your fault. I got a good doctor though. I'm lucky. He's pretty casual. Doesn't give me a lot of crap. Some doctors are really like, they're like, do this, do that, or you're gonna die, or whatever, or like they just, you're not taking care of yourself. You should exercise. They tell you all the obvious things that you already know, as if like you're gonna do the stuff that like they tell you to do when you already know it. And I don't like doctors that like pressure you like that. Like just tell me what I can do, but don't tell me that I have to do it. Don't be my dad. I'm an adult. I make bad decisions. It's what adults do sometimes. If you tell me that maybe it's not the greatest decision, and maybe I'll change my mind. If you tell me I'm going to have to do something, I'm going to do the opposite because I'm stubborn. Did we just lost somebody again, didn't we? Someone's like, "Peace out. I don't care about you." Oh, who was that? Who did we miss?
Big Doctor fan. Whoever that was.
Oh no, that was just the music. That was just the Wizard of Oz music that ended. I put on the Witch on the Roof music to start off the game.
Is that the yeah?
Yeah, the Wicked Witch of the West music. It was playing really low, so only played for a little bit and then we're done. Because that's where you guys are right now. You've come to the ruins of Berez. Uh, you arrived at these standing stones that are across this sort of boggy river from the ruins themselves. The monuments of these stones, and it was a big area. Um, it still has primal powers that are associated with the gods or nature or whoever it was that built this place long before Strahd came to Barovia, and it acts as a sort of safe haven. Uh, and you met a were raven by the name of Marina here, who you had been told has been sort of residing in this area and keeping an eye on Baba Lysaga's activities and around Baraz. When you met with her, she gave you a little bit of a history lesson, and she told you about the dangers of Baba Lysaga, that she travels around in this hut, and that she's got great magical powers. And sometimes she leaves the hut in this giant floating skull to to do whatever evil deeds she's up to around the land. Although she normally stays pretty close to Berez. She also told you that uh, it's believed that Strahd learned a lot of his magic from Baba Lysaga. Although they don't, if they are allies, they keep each other at a distance uh, because they don't. It's not known that they interact very often. Like Baba Lysaga doesn't go to like Castle Ravenloft, and there's very little reports of Strahd coming to visit her. So it seems as if most of their interaction past. And she's been kind of lurking about in these ruins for decades now, kind of doing her own thing. Um, you were also told that there were scarecrows that she had set up, these constructs, as early warning systems all around Berez to let her know if anyone was trying to sneak up on her. And you guys came up with a plan uh, to use Marina and her were raven allies from Valaki to distract Baba Lysaga, to lead her away from her hut, to give you a chance to sneak in and steal some of the magic items and wealth that she has been collecting from previous adventurers. Known that she had Baba Lysaga if you have to face her. You're also here to pick up a gem that went missing from the Wizard of Wines that Baba Lysaga sent her minions to steal from them a while back. Uh, and I think that pretty much sums up most of the reason why you're here. You have since employed the Were Ravens to lead Baba Lysaga away, and you've snuck through the ruins, bypassing her scarecrows, and have come to through the fog around Baraz, marching through the marshy swamps here to right to within sight of her hut. At which point you could hear voices coming from within, and you recognize them as the hags that were the remaining hags from the Bone Grinder. Um, I think you would recognize Morgantha's voice, and you know that she had two daughters, Bella Sunbane and Ophalia Wormwiggle. Well, Bella and Ophalia. I'm not sure if you actually learned all their names, like their full names, but you did learn their first names. And their coven, which was three and was very powerful around the Bone Grinder, you guys kind of chased them off from that place, but didn't really defeat them, and they've been kind of stalking you ever since, showing up at in the village of Barovia right as you were encountering a vampire thrall of Strahd's in the basement of the little chapel that rests just to the north of the city. Uh, in that place, you managed to take out one of her daughters. You killed Ophalia, breaking their coven so that their powers are reduced. And you can only assume that the other two are here now, possibly trying to work out a new deal with Baba Lysaga to form a new coven. Either that, or they're hiding out here and they know Baba Lysaga. You don't really know just yet what they're all up to, but the thing that makes the most sense is that maybe they're trying to find a new ally to get the revenge on you. And so we find ourselves, you guys, standing in the bog, rain coming down on you, watching this hut from a distance. You've gotten this far. You didn't expect there to be anyone here, but the situation is what it is. How do you plan to proceed?
Do they know we're here yet?
No, that does not seem like they do.
Yeah, we still pass without trace up too.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Oh, and I forgot I'm in panther form.
So we get close as we can, and then drop all of our spells on them.
That's what I was about to suggest. We open fire on the mother, just completely wipe her out, and then daughter should be easy pickings.
There was talk about blasting the hut, but you are here for some things that you don't know if they are fragile.
No AOE's.
No
Well,
fireball.
you could, but that might damage some things that you guys are here to collect. You just don't know. I'm just giving you a little bit of a warning. If you nuke the place, you might lose some stuff that you're trying to collect.
No fireball.
Right, technical weapons only.
Let's see. I've got Blight, but that's only got 30 feet range, I think. Yeah.
Blight is only 30?
Yep.
That's short range. Very short range. I'm going to put on some music here. Let's go
Yeah.
with...
Fourth level doesn't have a lot of doesn't have a lot of damaging spells.
I mean, that's a good one. It does good damage, but it's just a singular target, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is advantageous in this situation.
Mm-hmm. All right, a little bit of new music here. I'll loop that in. Do you just want to roll initiative and go for this, or do you want to try to send somebody in and maybe get a like a surprise attack on them with somebody?
Yeah, I want to sneak as close as we can without getting detected and try and go for a surprise
Yeah.
round.
Like that.
All right.
So
If you want to try to, so
forward
the
30 feet?
entrance, if you're gonna advance any closer, it's gonna require another stealth roll. The entrance to the hut is on the right hand side here.
Are we
The
still
back
running
seems to be.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Are we still running invisibility and pass without trace?
I think so.
Passes.
I don't
still
think
up.
you have invisibility on everyone. You have invisibility on the people who are poor sneakers.
Gretchen and myself.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think so.
So you're rolling straight up, and then you have the +10 bonus from pass without trace. Let's do that. Sounds like you guys are gonna sneak.
Yeah.
Try to get the jump on them. Give me stealth rolls.
35. Yeah.
Oh,
17.
Banana.
7.
I mean, we still have +10, but
Boom, 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 boom. Garrison's tactically rolling around on the lawn.
Well, I'm prancing around as a panther, like, ooh, look at me.
Alrighty, this looks like it's
Not
going to
look at
be.
you.
I know.
Looks like our lowest is like a 17 if you consider that plus bonus, which is going to put you guys up around like 22 or 23 or something like that. Let me see. What are witches' perceptions are?
Well, they're hags, so they should have terrible eyesight, right? They're old.
You can keep telling yourself that.
I know. Not with.
All right, there are two of them.
24.8.
What's that?
24.8.
24.8 is the average? All righty.
Yeah.
They still have a chance of noticing you. They have a +6 to their perception. And let's roll. No, you hear them continuing to talk as you guys are closing in. And once you get closer, you begin to hear a little bit more of their conversation. You can move yourselves up to like right next to the hut at this point. You will get your sneak attack round, and we can start rolling initiative for that. But there's something that you hear from them as you're moving in, which I should tell you before you guys take the first shot. You hear them having a conversation, and Morgantha is sort of leading it. she's talking to Bella, and they are discussing their magic. And Morgantha says, if we can just solidify this new partnership, we will have the powers again, the powers of a coven. And you hear Bella reply, yes, but Baba Lysaga will need things from us. We will be indebted to her and to Strahd. We will be their servants. Is this what we need, Mother? Is this what you want? And Morgantha says, all these things are temporary. Until our revenge is complete, then we can reconsider. And of course, if that handsome young warlock can be turned to our side, perhaps he could give me another daughter.
Damn. Shit's getting R-rated on Thursday night.
Bella
Alright,
responds
yeah.
to that and says, he did not seem especially interested. And Morgantha says, don't worry, I will convince him. I can see that he craves power. And yet, that shall be enough. I'm sure that I can convince him. So handsome he is with that beard. And Bella continues with a little bit of misgivings. She says, but we will be his servants. He wants us to track down this woman, to use our coven powers to find her. He says that he cannot find her himself. Could put us in jeopardy if she is being protected somehow. And Morgantha says, I am not worried about that. Strahd and his playthings, they were always just beyond his fingertips. It's as if this world exists to torture him. He will never get what he wants. He never has. He never will. So we do his bidding until we need him no longer. And that's pretty much the end of that conversation.
Which side has the front?
Front's over here on the right.
Okay.
Esmeralda will be with you. I'll roll a quick stealth for her, but it won't really matter because she rolled average and has a good stealth. And I'll actually probably bring your average up a little bit. All right. Let's roll some initiatives here. Once you guys are around the front of the hut, you're able to sort of peer inside, and you can see Morgantha and her daughter within. In fact, you can see the interior of the hut a little bit too, as you're kind of peeking up over, some roots and bushes.
So the hut that is on legs is not up. It's like laying on its belly.
It
like
is.
dog
It's a
would.
little up, but you're looking kind of up into it, and they're standing kind of inside, and you can see that it's not very big.
Okay. But it's like 10 feet above us, the floor is, or?
Yeah, the floor, I believe, is about 10 feet above you. Let me just double check. There's an open doorway beneath which is a bit. So it's like that picture I sent. There's maybe about 8 to 10 feet or so between the floor and these roots that drop down into the bog itself below. So you will have to sort of climb up to get into it, but it's only about 15 feet by 15 feet, and Morgantha and Bella are pretty close to like the door. Let me put them on here real quick.
Garrison is going to try to signal out to everybody silently, like a circle motion, and then pointing up, and then bringing his two hands together. Like, let's circle and go up together.
You can now see a little. There's the door here. You can now see a little bit of the interior. I'm just opening it up so that when you get up there, you'll see a little bit more. But right now, you're seeing kind of just like their heads, and like the dim interior of the hut. There's a little bit of light in there, flickering light, which you think is coming from something on the ground, maybe a small fire or maybe a magical emanation or something like that. The ravens, meanwhile, are in these cages. There's a ton of them, and you can see there's a cage right here and a cage right there. You know that Baba Lysaga hunts ravens. She considers them to be agents of the Were-Ravens, who you've met a few of now in Barovia. And so she captures them and tortures them and maybe eats them or sacrifices them or whatever. But there's a couple cages here that have probably 10, 15 ravens kind of shoved inside. In fact, I'll put a little raven image out here so that you can see
Garrison
them.
gesture to Jareth the Panther, kind of point up at the raven. I don't think those are ravens. They're probably, some of them at least must be people. We might be able to free them to our cause.
Did your initiative go through Garrison?
It would if I'd roll it, but I'm too deep in attacking Beba Lysaga to play the game. It's a mighty 6.
Mighty,
A mighty 6. Let me get I give it Esmeralda in here too.
So do you guys want to surround this place, or you guys all just want to stand in the front door?
There only seems to be one door, one entrance to the hut. So like standing around the exterior, like you won't be able
Gotta
to get
be
to
a
them
window,
easily.
Rob. You gotta think we're a tactical assault team. You know what I mean? Like,
I
look at the
know,
photo you
I
sent
know
us.
you are. But
Don't tell me about one door.
apparently Baba Lysaga doesn't care much about having fresh air.
Oh, so there isn't even windows?
No windows.
I see windows.
Can we see,
I see
like,
no windows.
can we see through the boards?
No. There is
Okay.
there's a little bit
Okay.
of a green glow in there. But that is I'll describe that once you're actually up in there.
All right, Garrison goes up in there.
All right. Well, let's go through the initiative order. You guys are in position. Oh, I forgot to roll for Esmeralda. Let's put her in.
And are they targetable from where they are?
Yes.
Whoa, nice.
I mean, they have a lot of cover because you're only seeing them from like the shoulders up, because you're down below.
But
But
save spells would.
You'll
would
be able
fine.
to, yeah, save spells will be fine.
Like trying to attack kids in a tree fort.
Yes.
Ugh.
They have a little bit of cover until you get up there. Alrighty. Esmeralda is now in there. She's only a little bit quicker than Garrison. She seems a little distracted as she's looking out kind of through the fog, peering back the direction of the scarecrows. You can't see any of them from where you are right now, but there's some, you know that some of them are close. You don't know what's going to happen if you make a lot of noise. You don't know if they're going to come to investigate, raise an alarm, or what. That's another thing. Like if you're using like big thunderous spells, you're trying to take this place without alerting her, and you don't know how far away she's gone. So keep that in mind. Baba Lysaga is distracted somewhere else, but she could come back if you guys make a big ruckus. Let's go in initiative order. Nazoth is first.
All right.
Oh, I forgot to roll for the bad guys. I knew I forgot something.
I stroll into their line of sight and say, "Evening, ladies."
Look how virile I am.
Stroking your beard.
Have an STD.
You hear Bella go, "Speak of the devil." And Morgantha looks down and sees you there, kind of like a surprised look on her face. Indeed. Almost as if summoned. Our powers must be growing. Hello, handsome man. What do you do then? Blast him?
I casted blight
Blight?
on her.
On Morgantha?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
or Magantha. I said, "Evening, ladies, have an STD." It's like,
All right.
you want to sleep with me?
Oh, wow. That's a lot of damage, too. Let's roll a con save.
Spicy meatball.
They have magic
Nice.
resistance, so I get to roll with advantage, but that's a pretty thing. And oh, wow.
shit.
Let's start off with a nat 20. You hear Morgantha inside. Oh, let's skip the foreplay.
Well, they take half as much on a save, so they still.
Is that versus two people or one, though? I think it's just one, isn't it?
So
It should just be one.
yeah, creature of my
Over a
choice.
creature.
Yeah, one creature. So you hit her, Morgantha, right? Not her daughter.
Yeah, I figured we'd take her out first.
Right.
I'll go for
Yeah.
her. Then I
Yeah,
back
she-
up to give the other guys room.
Boils rise on her skin, and lesions appear. She calls out in pain and is surprised by your action. I thought we had something between us that wasn't awful magics.
You might. You just
This
like
is
to
how I
run.
show my love, babe. Get him, Jareth.
Jareth is up.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to run up there and pounce Morgantha. So
All right.
go for the.
There's. I think you've got enough movement to climb and like leap up into there. So go ahead.
Okay, so attempt the claw.
That misses.
Lovely. All right.
You jump up into the room. You're up here now.
Yeah.
You swipe at her, but it hits some other like there's some. Now that you're up in there, I can describe the interior of the chamber maybe a little bit better. There is inside the hut. Like I said, it's about 15 feet on the side. It's packed with old furniture. There's a wooden cot in here that's right beyond them. A wicker cabinet, wardrobe in here, a little wooden table, a stool, and a chest, a reinforced chest with brass bands. There's also an iron tub stained with blood. And in the middle of the room, there is a ghastly wooden crib with a small angelic child sitting in it.
What?
All of the furnishings except for the crib are bolted to the floor. And beneath the crib, there is a green light that seeps up through the cracks of the rotting floorboards. So, Jareth, the location you're standing is where the crib is, which means you're kind of stuck here. That's the crib. So maybe you leap up, you try to swipe at her, and like you
And
bump
then
into the crib, and
end up here.
and miss your swipe. How much movement do you have as a panther?
I have 50 feet.
50 feet? Yeah, I think that you could probably. You're right here, I think. So yeah, you can get there. Even climbing, you can leap up and past her. You're now standing on the cot in the back of the hut.
Okay, perfect. Out of the way for the next person.
All right, is that it for Jareth?
That's all I can do. Yep.
All righty. When you leap past like this child in the crib, the child's like it makes like a weird sort of like giggling sound that echoes in the room. It's like but
boy.
it doesn't do anything to you. At least not yet. Gretchen's up.
All right. Well, let's see if we can get Blight to work again.
All right, I'm gonna switch up the music here while you do your blight.
There we go.
All righty then. Another blight spell coming in at her. Again, she makes her saving throw just on the dot.
All right, 20 damage.
2 spells ripping through her. She is a little bit injured after these 2 spells, but her resistance to magic from being a night hag is kicking in, preventing these from being more lethal. Anything else from Gretchen?
Let's see. Nope, that'll do it.
Alrighty. Riles is up.
Okay, Riles is going to call her a doo-doo head with vicious mockery. Morgantha.
Alrighty.
Am I in a good spot to see her and do that? Do I need to move somewhere else?
You might need to move so that you can look through the doorway.
Okay, so like near Nazoth-ish.
Or here. Like right next to Gretchen.
That's not a trap, is it, Rob?
Move there. I'll tell you. She fails this saving throw. Vicious mockery, 5 points of psychic damage.
All right. And she has disadvantage.
That's on the next attack roll, right?
Yep.
All right. What, did you have a joke ready? Did you say anything?
No, I just called her a doo-doo head.
A doo-doo head.
it.
All right.
Yeah. I realize that if I like go for real burns, they come off too harsh. I can't do it, so I'm just gonna go with I'm gonna try to go with really silly.
It's kind of
softer
also like
burns
when you
now.
go for the real burns, they always make their saving throw for some reason.
Yeah.
Forgot this in, and she's like, "Oh, that hurt my feelings a lot more than I thought it would." I don't know why. Is that for Riles?
Yes.
All right, Bella and Morgantha now have reactions at this point, but they don't have actions because this is a surprise round. Esmeralda goes. Esmeralda is going to leap over this log over here, and What's she gonna do? She will. She's gonna throw magic missiles at them, but she's gonna split them up and kind of test their defenses. She's gonna throw 2 at Morgantha and upcast to get 2 at Bella. And let me roll something for them real quick. They since their actions are up at this point, they're no like they have reactions. Let's see if they can do anything about this. They cannot. Both of them take a little bit of damage. Plus 2 to Morgantha, and then so 60 each. All right, and then we go to Garrison.
Alrighty. Garrison is going to climb up, so 5 to get there, 10, 15, 20 to get in the room, I guess.
Move it to get up.
Okay. So I got 30 feet of movement total, and what to do? I'm going to attack the daughter. Actually, no. I know Naz, I think, blasted this one, right?
Yeah,
So,
everybody's been focusing on Morgantha. She is the leader of the coven. She's the mother.
Hiya.
I think she's taken like 50 damage so far.
That will
That's a
12
ton of
will
stats.
miss.
Yeah, no problem. Well, I thought I made this so it doesn't roll that. Alright, I'm swinging two-handed, by the way.
Okay. That will hit.
Great. That's a lot of annoying things.
It's the D10 damage, right? So it's going to be 15
Yeah,
plus...
don't worry about all that other nonsense, I don't think.
All right, 15 damage.
She's not a plant creature, right?
She is not, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, that is 2 attacks, and we're level 7, and that'll be his turn for now. He's gonna shout out to the group. Both of the sisters are in here, and there's a chest and a whole bunch of stuff. Let's do this quick. And that's his turn.
All right, Nazoth is up. Round 2.
Hopefully quietly. Thank you very much.
So far, you guys have not cast spells or done things that have made a whole lot of noise. And they have not had the chance to try to raise the alarm on their own.
There's my 2 Eldritch Blasts at the mother.
All right, both are going to hit. That's going to be for the 15 points of damage. She's still standing, but looking a little bit messed up.
Finish her off, Jareth.
Jareth, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt to. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to bite this time.
Ooh, that does not hit you there.
Wow.
Why, Nazoth? Why? We could have been so great together.
That's it for me.
So many secrets I know that I could have taught you, young man.
I already have a patron, thank you.
Seems a little surprised by that. That's it for Jareth. Just one bite, which is unfortunately
She knows how
doesn't get through
warlocks
her.
work, right?
Huh? Yeah, they're kind of dumb mages that make bad choices.
Yeah, why is she surprised to have a patron? Where'd she think my powers were coming from?
doesn't care. You could have more power with her. It's got a great.
Let's
Birds
do...
are just going crazy here. They're just like trying to get out of the cages. They're swinging wildly. Rain's falling on you. The hags are getting messed up. What do you do, Gretchen? What do you do?
Let's do a 3rd level guiding bolt.
Alrighty.
So we can see a lot of damage miss.
They've got a little bit of cover because
Oh,
you're
God.
still down on the ground. And
Yeah,
14, unfortunately,
I missed.
won't hit. Still staying where you are?
I'm gonna move next to this swarm cage. And do I have a item interaction still?
Yeah.
Can I release them?
Wait, hold on. They are up in the air. Let me see
Oh,
how tall they
okay.
are, and they might be locked.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
We whisk the swarm.
Summon Swarm.
Yeah, the cages, they are a little bit up. You'd have to climb a little bit, which you could. There's roots and stuff like that nearby. And you can see that they are, well, you try to open it, and you have enough movement to kind of climb up and reach up and grab the cage. You can see that there's no actual lock on the cage, but when you yank at the opening, it doesn't come free. And you don't have enough time to give it like a real sort of like strength pull just yet, but you could try like a strength check next round to try to break them open, but that's going to be like a round. That's going to be like an action to do.
Okay. I don't think I can get these guys down. If anyone else wants to help. And that'll be it for my turn.
All right, Riles.
Okay, I tell the Morgantha's daughter, who's the right of her, that she's the daughter of a doo-doo head. See if she fails this one.
All righty. Go for her too. She fails to save as well.
Okay, they both have
7 points of
disadvantage now. Rouse, he does a little skip back.
Alrighty. They finally get to go and do something. Are you moving back in like out of sight, moving back for Riles?
Yeah.
You might be
Yeah.
easier to go this direction.
Okay.
Because you're still, like, Bella can still see you where you are. But if you go that
That's
way,
what I'll-
you'd have to, like, go to a different part of the hut inside. Alrighty.
Beautiful.
They're a bit messed up, and let's see here. Morgantha tells Bella, "Blast them, my daughter, blast them! I will return." And she fades into etherealness. Oh, she goes after though. Bella goes first. Bella unleashes some magic missiles straight at Garrison, who's just in her face. She just raises her hand, and then magic missiles just appear and start blasting it. Before these guys.
I'm invincible to magic missile.
Do magic
Four of
missiles
them.
get a
Bam, bam, bam,
disadvantage?
bam. Not much
being so
damage.
close?
No, they automatically hit.
Yeah, they're
I can't
automatic.
miss. Yeah.
Unless you
Don't
got
even
like
roll for
counter
it.
spell or shield spell or something like that. But not too much damage. You roll real bad.
All force.
So close that that they just don't strike with a lot of force. Only 11 points of damage to Garrison.
I think hobgoblins are immune to this, but I'll let you have it, bro.
They're immune to everything else, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Guys, we might want to think about a tactical retreat. I mean, I was hoping we'd kill her in one before she could act, but now that she's gone to go get the reinforcements, we're probably not going to survive this.
Can I
She has no
counterspell
reason
Morgantha disappearing?
Her etherealness is a feature and not a spell.
Okay.
So there's no spell casting that can be countered. Plus, you were kind
Yeah.
of being able to see
I
where
just
you
left
were.
the site, yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to be able to counterspell, you might want to actually be down and within sight of them, like next round. They've both gone. Bella's thrown some magic missiles. Morgantha has vanished from sight. Esmeralda is up. And let's see what she's up to. It's a little crowded in there, but she might be able to get inside. Let's see. And no, it's going to be a little bit too much. She comes in closer, and yeah, I think the magic missiles worked before. She doesn't have a ranged attack other than that, so she will do the same thing. Let me see.
Did she hear what I said to the panther?
No. What did you say to the panther?
That the ravens might be allies of ours.
Let me see something. You probably did hear that, but she doesn't have the skills to release them. She sort of does, but she's not going to. She's going to focus
But she
on
don't
that.
care. Yes, I love her. She's the best.
Things to kill.
She's got things to kill. She throws magic missiles of her own.
Like priest's children.
Bam! Ooh, and she does a lot better. 17 points of damage to Bella.
She likes to murder children. That's her thing.
She's moved in. She's moved in close. She's climbed up like onto like the ledge outside. This Holdy's in right into Bella's face. No one's given her instructions how to release the ravens, and she doesn't do that. Like Jareth, you mentioned it to Jareth, but you know that Esmeralda heard it, but she just doesn't seem to be interested in doing that. Garrison, your turn.
Garrison looks over at Esmeralda with like a devilish kind of grin, and he's just like, "Oh, good to see you here. We can drop another child in front of its mother." And he laughs in the face of this chick and be like, "Looks like your mom left you here to die, just like your other sister." And as his bonus action, he's going to do his vow of enmity, so I get advantage. And I'm gonna take 2 advantage attacks and try to smite this bitch if I hit them.
All right.
1 and 2.
Both those are going to hit.
Cool.
You're doing the damage is terrible. What's going on here? Oh, you said it's a two-handed now.
Yeah, to only roll 2-handed.
Okay, so it's actually not terrible. It's actually decent. So it starts at what is it, 23 damage? Are you throwing anything else into this?
Yeah, I'm gonna double smite with my highest levels.
Alrighty. He
So
is
2
considered
second.
a fiend, so you get to roll 1 extra die on this.
Alright, but it's D8, right? I was always rolling D6s.
Yeah, it's a D8. It's D8.
So
not D6s.
now I'm at level 2 smite, and I'm
So
gonna use 2.
level 2 starts at 3d8, and you'll add another. So you'll do 4d8 with each hit.
So 8d8, or do you want them halved?
You can roll 8d8. You hit both times.
Alright. So let's roll
Wow.
That is
Alright.
beautiful.
like just chuckling with chaos and like kind of laughing in her face that her mom left her alone. And he's just kind of taken over by this anger that consumes him, and he's just slashing away with 2 hands of this axe that he would be given.
This seems to catch her by surprise. She calls out, as you smash her like against the wall. 2 hits with this axe, light blazing from it, injuring her even more than it would normally because she is a fiend in the lower planes. Is that it for Garrison?
Yeah, bonus action, 2 attacks. Yeah.
All right, Nazoth is up.
Do I have any kind of line of sight to her?
You can if you move over to like where Gretchen is. She'll have a little bit of cover because she's inside and like up and like sort of behind the door frame a little bit.
Where can I get? Can I get here? That's more than 30 feet.
To get here?
No, I'm talking about to get here.
Inside the hut? No, because
Yeah,
it's
that's-
10 feet up and there's a lot of people in the way and there's only one door. That's why Esmeralda's kind of on the outside. She's literally sort of hanging from the door.
I'll attack with cover, but I might as well skip my turn at that point.
You got a good chance to hit.
It's with this disadvantage, right?
No, they have a little bit of bonus to their AC. It's not a disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Then.
This sort of cover gives her a +2 to her AC. So this is not the end of the world. 26 will hit. 5 points. Slams her back into the wall. She's like, no. And then your other one does 7 points. Wait, no, that'll miss. An AC 16 will miss. She manages to duck that one. And it hits part of the wall. When it hits the wall behind her, the whole hut shakes and groans. And some of the roots start pulling from the earth below.
Oh no!
You realize this thing has a life of its own.
We've woken
And you haven't
God.
hit it until Nazoth just missed with an Eldritch Blast and hit the inside of the wall. Any bonus actions or anything else from Nazoth?
Nope.
All right. Jareth is up.
I just want to check. It's only 15 feet inside this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my pounce works at 20.
Why?
I won't be able to pounce.
Yeah, you can't get far enough away to pounce.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna attempt to come up and claw her, I guess.
All right.
Still not getting that.
Again, that doesn't hit.
No.
One claw, one swipe, which fails to connect.
I'm
let's
gonna.
go to Gretchen.
I think I'm gonna get out of wild shape. Because it's a
All right,
bonus
you
action.
can do that as a
already.
bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, go ahead, Gretch.
Got a hit with guiding bolt at some point.
That's the spirit. You can do it. You can do it
So
all.
you got a plus 2 to AC, kind of the same problem that Nazoth had.
Not a
Give me
problem.
roll.
Nat 20s don't have problems. Let's go.
Nat 20s are solutions.
All right, let's do it. Oh,
There you go. That a hit. That is a hit even with a little bit of cover. Blasts into her light flashes, burning a hole in her chest, and she collapses against the wall and slides to the floor, dying.
2 down.
Yeah, Gretch. At a girl, Gretch.
Got it.
Garrison's pumping his axe, like stoked that Gretch just blasted this witch.
One more hag from the Bone Grinder town.
Show yourself, Morgantha.
Don't scream.
Coward.
Show yourself, Morgantha.
Show yourself.
You guys hear from nearby one of the scarecrows start keening. You can't see it, but it's maybe like 150 feet away or so, somewhere in the fog, and you can hear its kind of voice calling.
Is that my
out.
fault? I'm sorry.
Well,
not-
our element of surprise is gone. Grab everything you can. Let's get out of here.
Quick, let's take the house. It's on legs.
Any movement or bonus actions for Gretchen?
I'll move closer to the door, and that's it.
All right, Riles.
Rouse is gonna start trying to climb up the tree and see if he can let out this raven, or open
All
this
right,
gate.
so there are two options here. You can try to pry this thing open if you've got these tools and are skilled with them, or even if you're not skilled with them and you have these tools, you give it a shot. Or you can try to pull it open with brute strength.
I don't
Riles
have
has
any
the
tools. I
tool.
wish I did.
No, you do. You have thieves' tools. You just don't have the proficiency.
I have the proficiency. I just don't have the tools.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
You have what?
I swear.
Well, I have like half
I've-
proficiency in
I'm,
everything because of Jack of all trades.
I'm
so I
holding
have
the thieves' tools
some skill.
Oh, Jared. That's
What?
I-
We have
Jared
them in
only
the party.
because I had because the party treasure.
Because
So-
it's in party training.
But Riles has the proficiency.
I thought we went over this like last game. Wait, there was a whole session that Riles wasn't even here, right?
Oh yeah.
Like Lucky, you missed a session.
Yeah.
You should have the thieves' tools. I
Yeah,
think
okay.
that's
I
swear
to
you
retcon
Take them.
this.
Okay.
Take
Because
them.
nobody
Okay,
else
I
can
just
use
wasn't
them,
here.
and there's no reason.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
actually came up before.
It has come
He
up,
tried
and I
to
can
use
use them.
Yeah.
on something else. Well, like, and he just couldn't get it open, whether it was a lock for something else or
Oh,
a door.
I think this is when we were in Durst Manor and we were trying to break all those chests, and we just have no luck.
I believe that you guys found your thieves' tools in Durst Manor. I
We
believe
had
that's
them
where they.
since the beginning.
Yeah, you pretty much had them, I think, since the beginning. But they've just been in Jareth's backpack, and you haven't been in a whole lot of situations where you've needed to use them until recently. Riles, you're the only one that's skilled to these things. You should have them.
Yep.
Go ahead, and if you want to try using your thieves' tools on these, try to pry it open. Give me.
Would
a-
I roll? Would I roll for that?
So it would be. I can actually add it to your character sheet as a separate skill because you are skilled in thieves' tools, right? Like it's a tool proficiency that you have.
I'm pretty sure. I'm double checking it.
It'll say under tools, not like under skills.
No. Tools. I only have my instruments is the only thing I have in tools.
What?
Hold on, let me check your character.
Okay. I have Jack of all trades.
You have
but
Jack of all
that's
trades,
different.
which gives you skill with pretty much everything.
half
or half skill.
proficiency. Yeah.
Yeah, but tools like these tools are like picking stuff like, you know what? Hold on. There's another way for me to actually check this. Go here, proficiencies. You have a whole bunch of instruments, performance history, etc. Jack of all trades.
Yeah, but no thieves.
Bonus
tools.
proficiencies, stealth, arcana, perception. No. And then the only other way you would get it is through background, which is
And I have a
acrobatics and
noble
dragon
background.
chess. Or as your race. Sometimes your species or race gives you a skill. It does not. So
No.
you have a +4. You can. I'll add it in because this would, I think, qualify. Give me 1 second. I can do that, and then it'll show up as thieves' tools at the bottom of your skills. 1 moment. Custom skill, add skill, and we'll give it a name. Miscellaneous bonus. It is Dex, half proficient. Come on. All right, if you reload your character sheet, you should see it at the bottom under survival. It'll be listed as Thieves' Tools now.
Okay. Reloading. Yeah, I see it.
9. All right,
9.
that's not
Not
so
good.
You climb up, you're hanging from this thing, and the birds are going crazy, and you're trying to pry this cage open, but you have not had success yet. It is very tightly bound. Give me roll an Arcana check for me real quick.
Okay.
You, as you're
Nice.
prying at
Oh,
this
man.
thing, you realize that there's a rune on this cage that you are certain is like an arcane lock, which means that this is even going to be harder to open than a normal like lock.
Okay.
It is being held closed with magic. It's not impossible to pick something like this. Dispel magic can also kind of get through it. A knock spell could, but knock spells are very loud, and I don't
Yeah.
know if Riles has got one.
No. But he
But
knows
people
of
have
them and he
dispel.
hates the sound.
Some
Does
people,
anyone have
some
the
people
spell?
might have dispel. So if you want to inform others about what this is, go for it. The alarm has
Yeah.
already been raised at this point, so being quiet, not
Doesn't
hugely
matter.
important. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll shout that out.
All right.
So-
That is pretty much your turn unless you have a bonus action you want to take.
Nope.
All
Doesn't.
right. After you go, alrighty. Nazoth, give me a perception check. All right.
I'm going to take inspiration and roll that again.
You want to roll again? Go ahead.
What's your passive?
What, 13?
It's 13.
Yeah.
Not much better.
It's not going to help you here. You don't notice anything. Proceed as usual. Esmeralda is up. Riles, you've said that there's a lock on this thing. Bella's down. She's hanging from the doorway pretty close by. She looks over in your direction and at the cages. She says, well, the alarm's already up. The gig is up. No point in being quiet. And she weaves a spell and casts Knock.
Ah, my ears.
And there is a sort of sound that echoes in the swamp as she casts this. This is the reason she didn't cast this before, because Knock is not subtle. It can be heard, like it. Let me see. I think there's a whole thing on this about. Yeah, it can be heard up to
300
like
feet.
300 feet away. It's very loud. But the cage flies open, and this swarm of ravens comes flying out, like right into your face and through your hair rails. It's all over you. They do not harm you though. Like at first, maybe you're a little worried that they're gonna like hurt you, but they're just battering you in the face as they're trying to get out of this cage and escape into the air. One group of them is now here and swarming around nearby. Esmeralda is once she does that, she looks in at Garrison and Jareth and she says, "Search the place quick." Garrison, you are up.
Well, they know we're here now. What is the name of the woman who put this plan together with us? The Raven woman.
Marina.
I just yells out. He's just like, "We're friends of Marina. She's helping us. If you could stay until we get the other set out and possibly guide us a path out that's safer." And he's gonna go in and he's gonna grab that metal chest and just heave it out the front door.
All right. Esmeralda ducks as it goes like flying right at her. It lands with a big, like sickening splat in the marsh below.
Have anything that looks even remotely magical?
Oh, sorry, you can't move the chest. It is bolted to the ground.
Nothing can stop me, Rob.
You want to try to pull it free?
I'm
Well,
all
it's
the way up.
Open it. She cast knock.
That was not on the chest. That was on the cage
Oh,
over here.
well,
Everything flings wide open.
The only thing that doesn't seem to be bolted down in this room again is the baby's crib.
The item bolter downer.
Jared, I'm not good with kids. Do something with that.
Here's the chest. Give me a strength check. Or did your give me a strength check for pull this thing.
Athletics or a straight strength save? What is it?
Let's see.
Strength roll.
It is a strength check, not an athletics check. This is straight up trying to like pull this thing
Just
free.
click my strength button.
Yeah.
6.
You're unable to pull it free just yet. It's bolted to the floorboards. They creak a bit as you grab it, but it just slips out of your hands, and you end up kind of almost falling backwards, trying to pull this thing up.
Second attack. Rob, you're a nice man.
You know what? Yes, I'll let you do this.
Go
You
ahead.
have 2
What
attacks.
got?
You think that there's also another option here too. You have in your hands an axe, and the floor is made of wood.
Look at the tree, man.
Yeah, but the house is the floor is also made of house too.
True. The house is moving at this point.
He's just trying to grab this thing. Gretchen, you gonna say something?
I have apparently disappeared.
Let me throw you back
Yeah.
in. You must have hit the delete button. Or maybe
Perfect.
somebody else did.
Maybe you leveled up.
Not if I'm pulling
Gretchen the
from
White,
this.
she's here to save us. Alright, I'm gonna make
Look
that
for
second
me on the
strength.
dawn of the 3rd day.
Does a 23 free the chest?
Where was Gretchen, by the way?
I think I was here.
Yeah, I think you disappeared for a little while. Give me a perception check for Gretchen, real quick too.
Oh, okay.
Are you
And
under
what was your
Esmeralda?
initiative?
17.
17. I might have to jump back a tiny bit here.
I mean,
Oh wait, no. Gretchen killed Bella. That's what happened. It was Gretchen, then Riles, then Esmeralda, and now Garrison. All right. What is Gretchen's passive perception?
17.
17. All right, hold on one second. All right. Never mind.
Oh.
Garrison, you rolled a what? A 23. You pull with all your might, and the floorboards rip up enough for this chest to come free. Now you toss it out the door, and we're back to where we were.
Do I feel like I scalped the monster?
No, you think that maybe some of these floorboards might not be part of it.
Alright, great. He feels great about that. Tosses it out. Those were his, 2 actions, whatever you want to call it. And he's just going to run up to wherever the wardrobe is and prepare to fling that open later.
Alrighty. We're now in a new round, and I got a roll for the hut. I also need to put the hut in. Give me 1 second,
Otherwise,
because the hut can
Pizza's
move.
calling out for you.
Pizza Hut. Nice.
We're never gonna out pizza it, guys. You need to get your stuff and get out of there.
Does anyone know Huttese?
Quick, Jared, put a
Hutties?
bikini on.
Huttese.
Hutties.
Sorry,
bless
Star
Gretchen.
Wars.
Sorry, 1 second. I thought I had this token here, but I have to drag it in real quick.
It's the language of the Hutts.
Yeah, I remember now. Threw me off. I thought you were just teasing the hut.
No.
That's Riles' job.
Alrighty. Look what I got here, guys. I have a whole... I have a hut token.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
It can move.
I got to move it down a little bit so that it fits here. I think it's about here.
Is it going to start
It's going to look like
digesting you
a
guys?
mess at first, but this is how we're going to do it. Initiative for Baba Lysaga's creeping hut. So it's pulling up roots, getting ready to lay the smack down on all of you. Try to match it as much as
Root
I
of
can
all
with
evil.
this place. Yep.
Does this count as a plant creature?
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Magical plant creature. Come
No,
on,
it's
give it
it's
to
not a
us.
plant creature.
How the fuck? What is a plant creature if this isn't?
I mean, it's literally got roots.
You know what? I'm going to say that it is because a lot of it is plant. It says technically that it is a construct, but I
It's
think it's much
constructed of
cooler
plant.
if it's constructed of plants. And I'm going to say that for that purpose, your axe is going to work against this thing. And
So is that
peek
blight
behind the
spell.
screen, there's pretty much nothing else in this place that is a plant, so like the axe is mostly useless. This is one spot where I feel like it should. Mentioning that, you convinced me. The axe is
Right.
now useful here. The hut.
Nazoth, do you still have a blight spell?
I do.
Okay.
I'm holding on for it for when the shit hits the fan.
Yeah. I was just thinking since it's a plant creature and blight does extra damage.
Harry Jareth can convince it to be our hut.
I don't think that's going to work. It's not technically a plant, but it's made of wood.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's still considered a construct.
Okay.
Where were we? I think it's Nazoth's turn, right?
Yep.
Garrison just went. Ripped out the chest. Let's throw a chest out here, too. Nazoth, your turn.
Alright, I'm not sure what to do. I don't want to start shooting the house, but at the same time...
The birds.
Is there anything else in there?
The birds, Nazoth. Save the birds.
Fuck the birds, grab the baby.
I'm not
It's got
touching a
angel
kid. I
properties.
hate kids. Haven't you learned this?
Fine, Jareth, grab the baby. Is the chest heavy? Oh, did Nazoth pick it up?
Wow, what's your strength?
Not. My strength doesn't exist.
Just
It's 8.
not.
Doesn't exist. It's a knot.
It's my dump stat, 8.
Let's see here. It is. It's not super heavy. I think you can pick it up if you're not already carrying a lot of stuff. It has been tossed out of the hut and landed in the mud. And as you move to pick it up, you see that the lid is like shaking, and it suddenly pops open all on its own, and a half a dozen hands come crawling out of it.
Get back in there.
Do we need the hands?
Well, I'm sure Garrison does, but is there anything else in there?
Yeah. Hold on. There's a bunch of hands that can climb it out for one. And I'm going to have to roll them in initiative because I forgot about them until just now when you went to go open the thing.
My hands?
Well, I didn't go to open it. I went to pick it up, so carry it with us.
Right. But it's not locked. And when it was tossed out, like the lid and the things inside were disturbed.
Garrison didn't try to open it.
No, you just threw it out the door.
They're not my hands.
Let me add them to the initiative.
Did we get anything from the, like? There's got to be something magical here.
Well, you haven't fully opened the chest yet. There's not just hands in there. Like when you're looking, you can see that there is other stuff in there as well. You see gold is kind of like you heard like the sound of gold like jingling and other things rattling. There is you see some scrolls that are kind of lumped in there. Some sort of pouch. And you have to, if you want to open the thing and get in there, you can. But there's a few things in there, and then there's the hands.
Is there anything that looks like a... What? Hold on.
Is the gem in there?
No.
Do you guys see anything in that house that looks like a Rod of the Pact Keeper?
Only seen one chest. I got a wardrobe, another chest, a crib with a glowing light. We got some shit going on in here, man.
Well, I grabbed the chest and I'm going to try and haul it away. Gretchen, take care of these hands.
They are
What?
tiny, so they don't get attacks of opportunity because I don't think that they have. I think their reach is 0. Let me double check. Oh no, they have a reach of 5 feet. You're going to provoke from these hands if you try to move away from them.
Of course I am.
They're quick.
Screw it. I'll just do, No, not that spell, you ding-dong. Ignore that. I'm not
Alright.
casting that. Arms of Hadar. I'm going to cast Arms of Hadar.
Alrighty. That does damage around you, right?
Yeah.
And it's safe for half?
Yeah.
I think it's a
On
10
a successful
foot
save, they
sphere.
take half damage. Yeah, this is going to hit Gretchen. Riles is up in the air, so it's not going to hit him.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Gretchen, give me a saving throw. The hands don't need to make a saving throw because the even if they do make the save, they don't have enough hit points to withstand this spell. So all these tendrils come out, grab up these hands, and just tear them to shreds. And the hands are all gone.
I'm good.
Well, you
Oh,
take...
do I take half damage?
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll
it's
take half
half, so you should still take 7.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Damn it, Nazoth.
Hey, I
The
need...
the
I
chest
asked
is
you to
not
lend me a
clear.
hand.
There's a bunch of floating dead hands
I
in
was
the
gonna ward
swamp there.
Iridians, but wouldn't do that much damage.
Well, I'm grabbing the chest and taking it.
Let me give you
Like-
control of it.
Come on, guys.
There you go. You can move it now if you wish.
Let's see.
All
Where
right.
was I? I was standing here. That's 30 feet of movement.
All right, Jareth is up.
I'd like to search for the gem.
Give me a perception check. I think it is.
Check under the glowing baby.
24.
That green glow beneath the floorboards. You lean down. You look through one of the cracks, and you can see that there's a cavity underneath, like the floor, that before like the tree roots and whatnot sort of manifest. And you can see that there is a green glowing gem down there. It's the cause of that green glow. The floorboards, however, are preventing you from getting to it. You're gonna have to rip them up or smash them, kind of in the same way that Garrison freed up the chest.
Can I use the
You can either do damage
dagger?
to them, or you can try a strength check.
Use the dagger to try to pry it up?
You can, but you have to do damage to the floor. So I don't know how much damage dagger does, but you can use it if you want.
It's 1d4 plus 3, so...
So that's a maximum of 7.
And then my scimitar does 1d6 plus 2. You said if I could just break it, right? So I could probably use Shillelagh?
Yeah, anything that does damage.
Yeah, I'll
You have two options. You can try to make a strength check to pry up the floorboards with physical force, or you can use a weapon to do damage to them.
Shillelagh.
All right, you smash the boards, but they have not broken up just yet. You've cracked them. You don't have access just yet. Anything else for Jared?
That's all I can do. Maybe shout to Garrison and ask if you can help.
All right, Gretchen's up.
Alright, let's go ahead and cast Dispel on this Raven Cage.
All righty. Mark that sucker off.
Got it?
Cast a spell, and the cage pops open. It was only really held by this magic. There was no like real lock on it. And as it does, these ravens swarm free. two swarms that are flying about the hut at the moment. Anything else for Gretchen?
I think I might move into the hut. Can I get past Esmeralda on the door with like half movement?
Yeah, I think you can. You want to climb up inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can. Where were you? Where'd you start the round?
Right where I am.
So yeah, you can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can be in right next to Garrison if you want.
Okay.
All right, Riles, your turn.
Can I also climb into the hut?
Sure.
Okay.
You got enough movement.
In. I have 25, and I'm up on the tree.
Yeah, I think you can get there. 5, 10. Yeah, it's going to cost pretty much your movement to get there.
All right, but I'll just like be right behind Esmeralda.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I want to investigate, see just like maybe if there's anything that we haven't seen yet where stuff could be hidden.
Give me a. Let's see. Yeah, roll a. 1 second.
Arrives in plain sight is a wardrobe, a second chest.
No, there was only one chest.
I thought there was like two different
thought there
type
was two.
boxes. Yeah.
No, just one. You already grabbed her treasure chest and tossed it out. There is there's a wardrobe that is closed. There is the bed, and give me I don't know, give me a perception check, I guess.
Perception.
Mhm.
Sure, I can't use investigation.
You can use investigation.
Oh,
You can do
that's
that
a
too.
Yes. Thank you. You're so kind, Ron.
Alrighty. You search this place. You look under the bed. You pull open the wardrobe and some moth-eaten robes in there. And you also realize something else as you're looking around the room. This crib with this child in it doesn't seem to be reacting to anyone in the room. And you realize that it is just an illusion here for some purpose. You're not sure if it's meant to creep people out, to comfort Baba Lysaga, if it's got personal meaning to her, but it doesn't seem to be real.
Fake creepy baby, fake creepy baby, fake creepy baby.
Yep.
Okay, that's it.
Alrighty. Morgantha finally makes herself known on the outside. She is... Hold on, the tree moved. She was on the backside of this hut, hiding here. Nobody saw her. Night hags are sneaky. Everyone's gone inside except for Nazoth. Nazoth, you hear suddenly from the other side of the hut as she steps around these roots. Come back here, you! And she is going to try to do something to you. Let's see.
That's not
yeah, all she can really do at this point is throw magic missiles. So she throws them. She's too far away, or Nazoth is too far away for anything else. Okay. Poof, 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 poof. 17 points, unless you got like a shield spell or something. For
Good rolls, though. Good rolls. You should
I
just
don't think
take
it would
your damage.
matter. I got my hands full. I can't cast.
Do you even have a spell slot left?
No.
No, sorry, it wouldn't matter either. She steps out from behind these roots and just blasts you with a bunch of magic missiles for defying her will.
I don't get some kind of bonus for holding the chest up or something.
No, magic missiles hit
I know.
unerringly, unfortunately. So you just get pounded by them. And then she moves back, kicking cover behind these roots.
Would you believe she's still only like the fourth worst ex I've ever had?
Yes.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Wait, you mean I had a chat?
Not really. I mean, if you'd agreed to work in my bar and grill, you would have, but you had to go and throw shit at me.
I will not go to the kitchen and make you sandwiches.
I never said that. I said go to the kitchen and make everyone sandwiches. It's a bar and grill.
Meanwhile, on the hut, Esmeralda is she hears this and leaps off down into the mud over here next to you, and she will unleash her own magic missiles back at Morgantha. She glances over at Nazoth and says, "You really know how to pick them."
What can I say? I'm a lady killer. But
Boom. Oops. It's one less damage. 8. This was a really bad magic missile one. But Morgantha is hurt, and this kind of rocks her back a bit. She's just holding on to this root to kind of stay standing at the moment. The hut goes at this point. Oh boy.
Attack that hag next to you. She looks evil.
The hut is going to attack those that are outside, which is Esmeralda, and it's going to be Nazoth, and it's going to be Morgantha too.
Yeah. I hope
It gets 3
I get the
attacks.
feeling there's going to be like
No,
a
it gets
dozen
3 attacks, and it's going to
throw.
throw.
Only 3.
It's going to throw them at all 3 of you. But each one of these attacks is like there's a massive root that comes up and just slams down. Mud and water spray everywhere as they come down. Let's go for Esmeralda first. Oof. Smashed.
God.
Damn.
And let's see if she can. She actually shields that with a shield spell, and is able to block it.
Girls wicked smart.
Second one comes down to Nazoth.
Roll low.
Block it with your face, Naz.
Roll a 1.
Ooh.
Smash. Nazoth disappears into the swamp for a second and then surfaces still conscious with like 2 hit points. A chest in his hand. The last root rises and slams down at Morgantha. And
No.
it's a rock.
So how do I
You can
help
make like a
Jared?
politician and divide this house.
Roll an investigation check real quick for Garrison.
Oh god.
Did I hear that it was a fake baby?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
Gretchen, roll an investigation check too. Garrison, you look down at this baby and you're not entirely certain that it is fake.
Well,
And you slash through it, and it goes, and there's like, it feels like you hit something.
Harrison.
Nice. Another kid
Gretchen,
down.
yeah.
No, it's fake. I swear.
Riles, what are you talking about?
That's a fake baby. Trust me. I know a fake baby
but
when I
it
see
looks
one.
like Garrison just stabbed it right into the floor, like the crib that it's in is smashed, and the baby like is now pinned to the floor, and he's like, give me damage versus the floor, because you're trying to break the floor open, right, to get to the gem.
Yeah, I'm trying to help the same part that Jared was messing with.
Roll damage,
all right,
or just
go
roll to hit. You're gonna hit automatically because you're inside this place.
Oh, nice. Good thing I automatically hit those.
You do 15 points. You go right through, like the baby gets splattered, and you cleave into the floor. The floorboards break, and you guys can see now that there's this gem amidst the rubble below. You have to reach down through this hole to get it, though.
Okay, can I take the second attack at the bed?
Yeah, you can. Your second one wasn't needed so you can reach down and try to grab it if you want.
Oh, sorry. Can I take the second attack at the bed? Try to like break the bed in
Sure, but you'll miss with a 9.
Damn.
You have like you have a
Soft
illusionary baby
pillows.
stuck on your weapon, and it's freaking you out.
What is that, feathered mattress? I can't even hurt it.
Any bonus actions for Garrison?
Can I see outside?
A little bit. See a bunch of ravens swarming about.
Cool. So the movement that I have, I'd like to step to the exit and just yell out to the ravens the same thing I did. What was her name again? Matilda?
Morgantha?
Morgantha?
No,
Marina?
no, the
Marina.
sister.
Yeah.
Marina. Yells out, just like, again, we're friends of Marina. Help us find a safe path out of here before we get surrounded. And he's like hoping the ravens from the sky can help us out, and he's gonna jump down out of the second thing.
All right. It's a little bit of a drop, but you're not going to get hurt. You're landing in muck. Give me, if you want to drop for free, give me an athletics check to basically stay on your feet. Otherwise, you might trip and end up prone in the mud.
Oh, sick. Superhero landing.
If you want to climb down, it's just going to take you more. You're fine. DC was only 15.
Cool. And he's got about like that per movement.
These ravens swarm about and you don't think that they understand you. Like right now, they're just kind of like randomly like flying about. None of them are transforming into people. If they are normal ravens, then they wouldn't understand you, of course. And they are somewhat acting like panicked normal birds. Some of them are starting to fly off.
Garrison's too stupid. He assumes that captured ravens must be were-ravens, and therefore they can't understand him. So he's trying to call out to these ravens for a plan.
All right. So far, they are not helping you. Nazov, what's up?
Garrison, why didn't you stay inside and kill the hut from within?
Do we need to kill the hut? We just need to get out of here.
What's the reach on those roots? Well, how fast can that hut move? I don't know. Probably got a pretty good stride.
No, but it's got a really good wallop. It almost killed you.
Yeah, I'm getting as far away from it as I can. And I'm going to put the chest here. And I'm going to... There's really nothing I can do other than... use Armor of Agathis. It's one of my rune spells.
Rune spells?
Some hit points.
What's a rune spell?
The rune. Remember, I took the rune carver feat.
Like the runic carver feat.
I haven't used it pretty much this whole campaign, but it's all I have left. I get 5 temp HP.
Is it only casted at first level for rune carver?
Yeah.
All right. You activate one of your runes. Protect yourself as best you can. Let's go to Jareth. Jareth, the gem is been revealed. You can reach down and grab it now if you want.
Yes, that's what I'd like to do.
Enough, Fern. We can't hear you.
No.
Unplug me.
Let's try that again.
Hello?
I reached down and attempt to pull it out.
There you go.
Hey.
All right. As you reach down through the floorboards to grab this gem, suddenly the cavity sprouts wooden teeth, becomes a mouth, and it tries to bite your arm. Give me a dexterity saving throw. The DC is high. DC 20. Oh yeah, that's you do know me. You take 3d6 points of damage as it chops into your arm, and you have not been able to grab the gem yet.
You know what? I changed my mind. This is the house I want.
8.
You're gonna have to try again next round. But you do have bonus actions. If you've got a bonus action, you might be able to help here somehow.
No, I don't think anything's gonna help. I'll just shout for help. It's got teeth. Help!
All right. Gretchen and Riles are right in there. You both see this happen too. Gretchen is the next to go.
Oh my god. Through it. We need to get that thing and get out of here. I'm gonna reach in.
All right. Oh, I almost forgot about something on the new round, which should have been around Jareth. Give me 1 second.
Great.
There are a couple scarecrows that are at the edge of the map here that I have to put down. Let's use the creepy scarecrows.
Oh, technically I never
There's one
stopped
over
concentrating.
here.
Should I roll con?
What are you concentrating on?
Pass without trace?
Yeah,
Because that
you'll have to.
might help us later.
Let me see how many scarecrows
There we go.
are nearby, so you know how many are kind of closing in on you. There's one there, and then one there. Okay. And one more here. Alrighty, and let me roll for the scarecrows. Okay. Yeah, they're going to be going at the end of the round. All right, Gretchen. Did you already go?
I need to roll a dexterity check, I think.
If you want to grab the gem, yes.
Yes. Let's do it.
It is a difficult check as you're reaching into the mouth of teeth. Ooh, it's close. Not there. The DC is
Close?
20.
Oh
It
my
is close.
God.
Do you have something to help yourself?
I do not believe so.
You're going to need somebody that's super quick and
Oh my
dexterous.
God.
You take 12 points of damage as it munches on your arm.
And that was that my full action?
Yeah, it takes an action to try to pull this thing out because it's not just resting there, it's sort of embedded into the floor. And a failed dexterity check means that these teeth chew on you and prevent you from getting it.
Damn it. Right.
You have bonus actions or move left if you won't have any that you want to take.
Don't worry, our rogue's next. He's got it.
You know what? Let's let's go ahead and cast spiritual weapon and start hacking at this place.
All right. Roll a hit. Because it does have an armor class.
Of course it does. So only 14 to hit.
All right. Yours is a sword, right?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the giant sword. Oh no, it's the little one here. Why is it not moving though?
Static.
Weird. Why is it? It's not animated for some reason. Stop that.
Huh.
Maybe I've got like the wrong one or something. All right. Well, I'm just gonna use this right here. I'll find the animated one later.
Yeah.
Did you roll a hit?
Yeah, it was just a
14. 14 just bounces off the wall.
I hate this house.
Riles is up.
Okay, Rouse. First off, I'm gonna do a healing word for Nazoth. If I can see him, he's still in range.
You can if you just step to the door, which is like 5 feet.
Okay,
Look
so
out
like
to
step
see
to the
he's, like-
door. Send a healing word. The healing word is evil. Send an Nazoth like that, and then I'm just like gonna take a step back and then stick my hand in the thing.
All right, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Riles, you're tiny, you're
Beautiful.
quick. You reach your hand down in there so quick that the teeth can't get you. You snag this gem and you pry it free from the floor. It's kind of stuck in there, as if it's been like, kind of dropped into taffy or something. And there's a little bit of tendrils of like roots that kind of seem to like not want to let it go. But it snaps free, and you pull your hand right out of the floorboards. And as you do, the hut suddenly shakes, kind of teeters for a second, and then just collapses to the ground. All the roots that were animated outside thunking into the swamp. The house
I was
seems
hoping
to
that
be
was going to
dead.
happen.
Yeah, Riles.
Let's
Just
get
as it
outta
was
here.
getting ready to raise roots and smash Garrison and Esmeralda and Nazoth, but they just fall into the swamp, splashing all of you with muck.
Well,
They're
first thing
going
Rouse is gonna
down.
do is prestidigitation himself.
Well, you're
I'm
fine. 'Cause you're
rolling
inside the hut.
timber.
Perfect.
Everybody else is covered with yuck.
Garrison singing timber outside.
It's timber. All right, Esmeralda is up, and I think the plan is to just try to get out of here at this point, right?
Have we freed all the
Yeah.
ravens?
Yes.
Yes, you have.
Um, anything else in here to grab?
One last search?
No. Riles rolled incredibly well. He's fairly certain there's nothing left in here to take.
Okay.
So we checked the bed, we checked the drawers, we checked the armoire, which had nothing in it, and we got the big
Mm.
chest.
And there was a
then you guys got
desk
the
over
gun.
here, right?
Let's see. Let's get rid of the hut here real quick, so I don't need it anymore. We can look at the actual layout. There was a desk in here, but let me see if there's anything on it of note. Yes, there's a paper on there. There are a couple of papers on there. They are illustrations, and you guys have seen these illustrations before. They look like that woman you guys had seen in Crest. They look like some of the other images you've seen of Strahd's wife. They are spitting image of Tatiana. You know that Strahd is looking for this woman who is in Kresk who matches this image. And it seems
and these
as if Baba
images are all
Yaga
the same?
might have been looking for her too.
After this time to hightail it out of here. I don't want to be here when she comes back.
Yeah.
Garrison's running towards Nazoth to grab the chest.
Alrighty. The
Raven.
only thing in that direction, there's nothing actually in that direction. There's a couple of, well, there is a scarecrow coming that way, kind of making its way through the muck. They do not have ranged attacks, but if you get too close to these things, they can frighten you and paralyze you. Let's get some move on here. Esmeralda runs over to help with the chest. 30 feet. Grabs it up. I think her strength is actually pretty good. Yeah, hers is a little bit above average. So she grabs one of it. She just tells Nazoth, just tend to yourself. Keep going. And she'll move another. The water here is going to be difficult terrain, but she'll move another like 15 feet. She starts slogging through the water. Garrison, you're up next.
Garrison runs. What is that? That's 55. That is 55.
Any part that's like the dark blue or bushes and stuff like that, it's difficult terrain. You guys are a little bit on solid ground here.
Okay, so yeah, so that would be 60 with a dash to catch up to Esmeralda. Garrison will grab hold of the chest and he will.
The blue here is difficult terrain.
Yes, sir. I will use my last second level spell to Misty Step.
All right.
So me and the chest go over here.
You can grab the chest. You should be able to move it on your own.
Okay. Swoop. Swoop.
Did you have any movement left after that, or was that like a dash?
That was a movement dash to get right next to Esmeralda, and then 30 feet got me to the edge of the
All
pond.
right. The scarecrows go. This one's going to move. Let's put it in an actual spot here. Moves 30 feet this way, and then it will dash a little bit further. Its eyes glowing with frightening little fires within. Let me see. I think it is partially in the water here, so it's going to be another 15 feet. But it has not been able to sort of catch your eye yet, Garrison. And I'm not sure if... Are you a level now where you're immune to fear?
I was just born in it. Avoid charm, disease. No, I don't see anything like that. I'll read them. I'll let you know.
All right. Another one moves here, slogging its way through the muck a little bit. Actually, move it up this way. Other one coming there, 20 feet, and then into the muck. Another 35 or 40 to here. And then there's one more to the north here. Goes down near this tree. And then another 15 feet through the water. Alrighty, Nazoth, you're up.
All right. Let's see. If I dash, I should be able to take all my movement to get to about here. And that's about all I can do because I had to dash to, because that's difficult terrain, right? So yeah.
Yeah, but you can move another. You can move up next to Garrison because like only the blue part is difficult, and it's give you the short, give you the benefit of the doubt.
Alrighty. And that'll be all I can do because that's all 60 feet of my movement.
Alrighty, Jareth is up.
I can move through Riles because he's small, right? It's not gonna cost me extra.
I think only Riles can do that.
Oh, okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Is it still
The house
15
is
foot?
lowered because of the. It's now basically on the ground, so you don't have to worry about climbing down.
Oh, perfect.
Right, but I still have that 5 feet to get through Riles.
Yeah, it's gonna take you. Yeah, his is 10 squares, whatever it is. So it's just reduce your speed by 5, and you'll be all right.
Okay, so yeah. So I'll dash to here, and then bonus action. I'm going to cast a 3rd level healing word on Naz.
All right.
Bazinga,
12 points to Naz.
and that's improved.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, Gretchen.
All right. I'll move over by Jareth. And that'll do it.
All right, Riles.
I'm gonna cast Long Strider on myself, and then
Okay.
run.
Is Longstrider action? Yeah. So you'll move. What?
I'll get
35?
35. Yeah. Still right next to Gretchen.
All right. Esmeralda slogs her way through here. Ends up over next to Garrison, setting herself up to maybe intercept this scarecrow if it keeps moving in. That was a dash roll. It was 30 feet, kind of slogging through the deeper waters here. Let me see if she has any bonus actions. And that's a negative. Good buddy. All right, Garrison, you're up.
Garrison will use his bonus action and thank his creator Jeremy to give him the ability of passage. You and the creature you help increase your walking speed by 10 feet. So I will do that with Esmeralda, and I will dash 60 plus 10 is 70, wherever that gets me.
That puts you off the map. If you can get off the map here, then you're going to be at least away from these scarecrows. And we're going to go back to the bigger map at that point.
Okay, yeah, so I can do 70. So even at half, that would be 60. Yeah, so I'd get it. Yeah.
Garrison runs off, leading the charge to get out of this place. Scarecrows go next. I'm going to put you at the edge of the map here. You're technically off the map, but this is where you're ready to. The scarecrows move in. This one comes in at Esmeralda, kind of climbing through this bush here. As it does, its eyes flash as it it attempts to use its terrifying glare on her. She has to make a wisdom saving throw, which she fumbles and freezes in place, standing terrified in the face of this creature. The other scarecrows move into. This one's pretty much on solid ground. It can go to about here, and I don't know if it'll be within range of. It's just outside of its glare for Nazoth, but close enough for Riles. Riles, you catch this thing's eye over here. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Can I?
Same thing.
Inspiration?
Freeze in place. You can use it. Yeah.
All right, I'll do that.
There you go.
Oh.
Shake it off. Scarecrows are still coming. This one's got to use 5, 10, that's 20 feet to there. And then you can move another 10 to here. And I don't think it's close enough to anybody yet, but it will dash. Another 30. This one over here is on solid ground, pretty much. It's going to have to use a little bit to get past the roots. And it dashes over this way towards the group. Ends up on the other side of this bush right here. Trying to get you guys off. They have to take an action to do this terrifying glare, though. So lucky for you, they had to kind of close in on you before they can try to do this. Scarecrows are done, and you've got one person paralyzed, one person that almost got paralyzed. Nazoth, your turn.
Right, I am heading off the map as well. Yep.
All right, dash off the map. Jareth.
I'm going to move 30 feet up, and then I'm going to toss some flame at the scarecrow close to Esmeralda.
All right. Wait, where were you? Because everything that's blue here is difficult terrain.
I was. I can get back to that. I was
still here?
kitty corner to Gretchen. Yep.
All right, so assuming you're going around the tree here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 puts you here. If assuming your speed is 30. You're still within range, but it takes a little bit longer to get through this area. You throw some flame, that hits. And this thing catches on fire. It seems to be vulnerable to fire. It does not like this.
Bird.
6 points of damage. It does not kill it, though. Any bonus actions for Jareth?
No, I think we're okay for now.
All right, Gretchen.
All right. Let's go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon again.
All right.
And that'll be on this one.
All right.
Oh, I didn't even notice the crit.
Damn.
Nice. 14 points of damage.
Bang.
All right, and then let's see if we can finish it off with a Toll the Dead.
All right. That is a wisdom save, right?
Yeah, 15.
Fail, big time. 11 points. Does not finish it off. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Bits and pieces of it kind of decay and fall away, but it's still creeping towards you.
And okay. Get it together, Riles.
He's fine. Riles isn't paralyzed. Do you want to keep
Oh,
moving?
I thought Riles was paralyzed. I'm
No,
sorry.
you used
No,
to
no,
use
no. I
an
used my
inspiration.
Oh, perfect. Oh, sorry about that. Like, I'm glad you're okay,
Yeah,
Riles.
I'm just paralyzed in fear. But it's okay, I can move.
Alright, then I will go ahead and move my 15 feet to. Does that work?
There you go. Found the
Oh.
sword. That's huge.
There we go. Alright, and
All right.
that'll do it for me.
Alrighty. Riles, you're up.
Okay, Rouse is trying to dash out of range, so I'm gonna like go this way, and then into the marsh. I have 70
Anything
feet
this is
now.
going to be difficult terrain too. The bushes are going to slow you down.
Okay, that's still fine. As long as I can get out of the 30-foot range of these guys. I need to get here. Can I get there with 70?
With 70, you can go 35. So you can go, yeah, you can go there.
Here. Okay.
And that puts you right at the edge of the water on the other side of the bushes.
Perfect.
Give me an acrobatics check real quick, and I might give you another 10 feet as you jump through some of these bushes.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're good. You can move yourself another 10 feet.
Okay, so now I'm in the water. Let me just make sure I'm not in this guy's range. Oop, I am.
Yeah, you literally like dive over some of the early bushes to kind of move a little bit quicker, and then you end up kind of slogging into the rock over here.
Okay.
Alrighty. Esmeralda is up. She is paralyzed this round. Garrison, your turn. You're off
Hey,
the map.
wait, what
Forget
if
about
I
your
wanted
war.
to help
Scarecrows go.
Esmeralda?
Well, you can. What do you want to do to help
Well, I could have dropped the chest, went backwards, and helped her. But, fuck you, Esmeralda. Good luck.
her? You were about 40 feet or so off, or 30 feet off the edge of the
I
map.
was 10 feet off the edge of the
10
map.
feet?
Yes.
I thought you said you ran. Weren't you right next to her before, or no?
I had double, like, wasn't it half movement?
Yeah, but you were next to
Oh.
her. But no, it's only half
Okay.
when you get into the blue part, and you were. There's a little bit here, but not that much.
Either way, Garrison sits on the chest and laughs at her and says, "Come on, Slowpoke."
All right.
And I guess I won't.
All right, you know what? That's fine. Do claw attacks at Esmeralda with advantage. One hits for 4 points of damage. And she has to make another wisdom saving throw. Oops, that should have been the bonus. She'll make it with a +3. And
Correct.
once the thing has hit her, she is able to shake free of this fear and the paralyzation. She'll be able to do something next round. Other scarecrows go. This one moves about 20 feet this way and tries to lock gazes with Jareth. The other one follows after Gretchen. Comes down here, right at you, just like, and will, same thing. It's got a wisdom saving throw from Gretchen and Jareth. Actually, I think we'll need, well, this one can actually get here too. You are fine. This last one comes in and just tries to claw at Gretchen from behind. 1 and 2. Ooh, AC 20. 21, sorry.
The 21 hits. I'll take
And
5
then
from
miss.
that.
5, and then you'll need to make a wisdom saving throw versus fear.
Correct.
DC 11. It's pretty low. You're good. Nazoth is up.
Why can't I get
Oh.
these rolls with guiding bolt?
What do you hit with the last one?
I guess I'll just Eldritch Blast the nearest the scarecrow by Esmeralda.
You can do that. You're within range. You can hit any of these ones, I think. Blam! It takes 2 shots, but you destroy this one that was on Esmeralda.
All right, that's it for Naza.
Jareth is up.
Okay. First, I'm going to toss a flame at the one just below me.
All right.
Thirteen.
13 hits, 10 points of damage.
Okay, and then it's difficult terrain, right? So I can only go.
You damage it. Instead of light a little bit, but it's still animated. Difficult terrain until you get out of the blue. So yeah, you'll be able to move 15 feet.
Okay.
Run, Gretchen. I've got fireball.
That's it for me.
Gretchen, you're up.
Let's see. I don't know. I think Gretchen would want to try to take these jerks on her own.
No! Gretchen, run!
Let's see if I could take one down before so I don't take the attacks.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna, let's see.
This is the one that you were
Yeah.
that's damaged.
All right, let's go ahead and attack the damaged one.
All right.
If I can find it.
Is it hit? 7 points of damage. You hack off one of its limbs, but it's still coming.
Bastard.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do Toll the Dead on it again.
All right, we'll save. Fail. And
It's
just
gone.
explodes.
It's gone.
And it's
All right,
gone.
and then
Yeah.
I'll do my 15 feet of movement.
All right, that other one will try to claw at you.
That's fine.
Misses badly. Scrapes off the back of your armor.
That's it for me.
All right, Riles.
Okay, yeah, I am gonna fireball the one here behind it.
Okay.
Trying not to hurt anyone.
Big fireball explodes, and this one dies. Even if it makes the saving throw, it's dead.
Dang.
Okay, and then I can run 35, so I can just
Yeah.
get here.
No, give yourself an extra. There's a little bit of ground around here. It's so you can put yourself there. Yeah.
There's
Nice.
a rock you could hop over.
Oh, you said I could get here?
You can go to here.
Cool. I'll do that.
As I'm seeing the blue, it seems to be kind of going like this, and then kind of like up that way. It sort of peters out a little bit before it gets bigger. So, giving you a little bit extra movement.
Nice.
Alrighty. Bonus actions?
Nope.
All right. Esmeralda. She sees Gretchen is running. So don't worry too much. Yeah, she just tells Gretchen to run. She chases off after Nazoth and Garrison. She runs off the map. Garrison, Esmeralda catches up to you. She's like, "Thanks for waiting."
Oh, yeah, thanks for slowing him down.
Garrison, do anything else?
Hey guys, come on, let's go. This thing's getting heavy.
Yeah, she starts to walk past you too, or run past you. She doesn't slow down.
All right, let me know next time you want to stand there. Yeah,
So
he's-
Garrison picks up the
wait.
chest and keeps going.
Yeah, just kind of, but he's also trying to. He's not gonna just. He's waiting for the team to catch up past the wave one of the scarecrows.
All right. You know that there are other scarecrows around here, but these seem to be the ones that were the closest. And you think you drew the one from the south that you guys had already passed earlier. Scarecrows go again. There's only one left, and it slogs through the water after Gretchen, and tries to claw again. Claw and claw. Neither of them hit.
Yep.
It's just like scraping off the back of your armor, maybe ripping your cloak a little bit. That's all there are left for the scarecrows. And then we go to Nazoth. Nazoth, you're also off the map. Are you going to continue booging to get out of here?
Yep.
You could throw an Eldritch Blast. This guy, you've got plenty of range if you want to throw one backwards.
Why not? Just for the lulls.
All right.
Ooh.
2 good solid
Feisty
hits, but not
balls.
enough to take it out.
Oh.
Nazoth is a little bit behind Garrison and probably about the same distance. He's probably right up with Esmeralda at the moment. But they're technically off this map. You guys are far enough away from the hut when you leave this map that you can't really see it anymore. Jareth, your turn.
Did I need to make another con save when I made that wisdom?
No, only if you take damage.
Okay. That scarecrow behind her is still up? Behind Gretchen?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Still chasing
try
after
to
Gretchen.
toss another flame. So 11 to hit.
That hits. 14 points. See if that does it. And it bursts into flames and collapses into
Yes.
the swamp. Stops chasing.
Woo.
Okay,
All right, wanna move?
5, 10. Is that enough to get back to regular walking speed? After 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so then 5.
So you can move. What's your speed? Your
30.
movement speed is 30.
Yeah.
You can move 20 here.
Okay, so I'll move down there.
Yeah. So you're right. You're at the edge of the map.
Okay, perfect.
All right, Gretchen.
All right. Everything's dead, so I'm just gonna get out of here. I think I can get close to Jareth with what I had.
And you slog through the water, but you end up coming up on the shore behind him, I think.
Okay.
Any bonus actions?
No, that'll do it.
Alrighty then, Riles.
Riles is gonna give Gretchen a healing word as he
Fine.
dashes. Nazoth needs it too, but I think he's too far. And I'm just gonna dash.
All
I
right.
can go
I mean, if you
70,
dash,
but-
you can throw it to Nezoth. He
Yeah.
slowed down a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then I'll throw it to
Oh,
Nazoth.
no,
And with
Sorry,
a dash,
fine.
does that get you off the? Yeah, it does. I think just barely.
Yeah. I have 70.
All right. Riles is off. Esmeralda, Nazoth, and Gretchen are off the map here. Gretchen and Jareth are still up. Dun, dun, dun. Scarecrows are all gone. And in the next round, you hear Gretchen and Jareth. You hear those ravens back near the hut, and you look back and you see like some of them are still swirling about, and there is a little blast of like thunder and a flash of lightning in the mists above, and you see the silhouette of a giant skull approaching very quickly from like
Oh, no.
northeast.
Fuck. She's here.
It seems to be heading right towards the hut, which is collapsed into the marsh. And when these ravens see her, they suddenly fly into a frenzy and dart through the air directly towards her. 2 swarms of ravens going right for Baba Lysaga. Let me put her on the map here.
Oh boy.
If we get out fast enough, maybe she'll think the Raven people did it.
Do we want her to think that?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, fuck.
At least until we can sort through these magic items. And maybe have a long rest.
The plan was to try to get away from her
Mhm.
in just this way. Hold on a second here. Well, I put her on the map. You guys are still on the map here, and there's a chance that she will see you. Actually, probably a pretty good chance because you guys are not off the map. She's over here. Let me sort her out a little bit.
Is pass without trace still up?
It still is, but you guys haven't had the chance to, like, take an action to hide yet. That's her and her skull. Flying in. Oh, wait, she's on the wrong level. Here we go. Now you can see her. The token layer. Right up here. The raven swarm's heading towards her. Because you guys are very close to the edge of the map, and you have at least a round while these ravens distract her. I'm going to need a stealth check from Jareth and Gretchen, and because you still have your pass to that trace up, you get that +10. It's a good thing you kept that thing up and you made that concentration earlier.
17.
But I don't have my invisibility.
You don't, so you're going to have to roll this
I
with
will roll
disadvantage.
with- Damn it.
18.
There you
Not
go.
bad.
Average
All right,
of
looks like our
17.
average is going to be around 18. I'll give you guys
Yeah, 17 and a half.
17 and a half. I'll give you guys 18.
and a
They're all
half.
rolling
17 and a
stealth or
half.
just them?
Might matter.
Just them. You guys are off the map and in the mist. She can't see you. The important thing was getting far enough away from the hut so that the mists around here would cover your retreat. But the problem is Gretchen and Jareth are still on this map. And I'm going to roll a perception check for her. All right, I just looked at that, and that's not her. I'm like, that doesn't seem right. I was looking at her hut. I'm like, why is her perception check terrible? It's because the hut does not have a good perception
Hut
check.
lacks eyes.
It doesn't have eyes, and its wisdom score sucks. All right, she has a better perception, but there's a chance that she could see you. She has a +3, and I'm gonna roll right now.
15 and a half.
Oh,
Oh, nat 20.
All right.
Let's go.
You guys got new characters in mind, or?
no, I just want to get to that mist and hide. I mean, she's still
I don't
technically
know if it
distracted
matters
with the
now.
ravens, right? So we have at least some time to try to get in the mist.
She is going to be moving towards you, and the ravens are going to be messing with her, but they're probably not going to slow her down very long. She has seen you, and she knows what the true threat is.
The ravens, right? True threat's
No.
the ravens.
The true threat are the people and her hut, which is collapsed into the ground. She knows something's wrong. And you guys, whoever you are,
That's so raven.
be here. Yeah. Jareth is up.
I'm just gonna attempt to
Oh,
dash.
you guys are trying to hide. You guys are trying to sneak.
Oh, okay, yeah, sneak.
You want to try to? You want to try to run for cover again and just try to evade her?
Uh,
I need to roll her into initiative. Shit.
if I get to the edge of the map, then I can just do another stealth check to hide in the mist.
You can try. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll move into the mist, and then it's roll stealth.
Where's her skull? All right. You guys are slowed down because of the swamp here. You will kind of come in and out of areas where it's difficult terrain. Her skull has a pretty quick flying speed. She's going to spend one round getting rid of these ravens. Jareth, you've got your stealth. Gretchen, you're the next to go. You can run off the map and do the same thing.
Okay. So I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon a little bit further down,
All right.
and then I will try to run off the map.
All right. Move yourself just to the edge of the map. How much movement was that for you to get there? Was that like a move? Just like a regular move?
If I was completely out of difficult terrain, I think so.
I think you are for
Yeah.
the moment.
Yeah, so should have been
So
fine.
you can take an action to try to hide too.
Okay.
You see, I mean, Jareth has run and kind of vanished. You can give me a perception check to see if you know where he went. Everybody else is, you see them kind of maybe
I'm gone.
60 to 90 feet or so away.
No idea.
Yeah, you don't know where Jareth went, but it's very quiet around you. You feel like his spell is still affecting you.
Yeah, and I am not stealthy at all here.
All right, so that's a 14 with Jareth's 19.
29
Riles,
for me, wouldn't
you were
it?
off the map, but you can. Yeah, 29, I think. But averaging out with Gretchen's terrible
That
roll,
should
we're
help
gonna
her,
have to kinda
though.
See what happens here. It should.
Yeah, we don't
Riles,
live
what
in
do you?
Shipland.
I'm like tempted to like run to them and also hide to try to boost their average.
At the moment, you can't even see like her
Okay.
because you're off the map. You're far enough away that you can't see like that she's
Okay.
alive.
Yeah, that would have been.
If you
super
want to roll a
medic of me.
perception check, yeah, give me a perception check because you may not even see where they are at this point because they're hiding.
I think I could.
All right, you see Gretchen, but you don't see Jareth.
Okay.
And it looks as if Gretchen's trying to hide in a bush. She's about maybe 20 feet or so behind you.
Okay, yeah, and then if it makes sense for me to, if like I can reconstruct it like story wise, like I'm going to help her hide, I would like to do that.
Sure can.
Damn it. Can I give her bardic inspiration? I guess it doesn't mean anything.
You can.
Can't really be used.
It might help her with another
Okay.
stealth
Alright.
check.
Go.
When you get up next to her, you ran over and tried to hide next to her?
Yeah,
Is that what
or
you're doing?
trying to help
All right,
her.
we're gonna have sort of two groups here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split you guys up. I'm gonna grab these three and put them over here. Jareth is hiding in the bush there. Gretchen is there. Riles, you ran up to Gretchen. So you're kind of like this. Even though this group, the Nazoth, Garrison, Esmeralda group, are probably 60, 70 feet away from you. You ran over there. You use your own stealth, and you realize that Jareth must be close by, because his spell is helping out your stealth. Everything got real quiet around you. So that's technically a 25. And you can throw a bardic Gretchen's way if you want.
Yep. The
All right.
1d8 Gretchen.
Yeah.
Next self.
Yeah, you guys have leveled up
Yeah.
recently.
Should be using them more
Meanwhile,
often.
Riles, you're not really sure what's going on or like why they're hiding and why they've stopped. But it becomes apparent a second later when a fireball explodes in the swamp to the north.
That's not good.
And let's throw a fireball.
Oh,
Hot day.
26 points of damage to the Raven swarms. Let's see how long these things hold out for.
Anyone smell
Two
chicken?
saves.
oh.
1, 2. One of the swarms is blasted away entirely, just ends up in cinders. But the other one, there is still some left as they avoid some of the blast. And you hear Lysaga kind of screeching, "Who has come? Defiled my hut! What have you done to it?" And those that are further away see this fireball kind of explode in the distance back near the hut as well. Right after Riles threw one. So maybe Riles is just throwing more fireballs around and being cool. Although I think you could probably hear that screech from Lysaga as well a moment later. Riles, you are hiding. Esmeralda is still running at this point. So Lysaga took her turn. Garrison, you're up. Do you want to keep running and hope your friends get away?
Yeah, I think that's the best thing for him. He's not stealthy, so the farthest he can get away with this chest, the better.
All right. Scarecrows are gone. Nazoth, you're up. Can you moving on?
Aslov keeps on running. I ain't going back there.
All right, Jareth, you are hidden at the moment. You could try to start sneaking away from this place while she's distracted. You see Gretchen nearby because she rolled the terrible stealth check. And you saw Riles for a second before he jumped into a bush right next to Gretchen. So you know he's nearby too. Do you guys want to make a run for it?
Yeah.
Yes, but I want to make sure that I'm close enough to Gretchen so she'll still get my pass without trace.
You are. You're close enough to her. Yeah, you're close. It's 30 feet, so you're close enough to both her and you think to Riles because Riles like vanished into a bush right next to her.
Okay.
So if you maybe pop up for a second to gesture to her, you guys can all make this run together.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yep.
All right, let's get one more group stealth check from the three of you. All of you roll. Gretchen, you got to roll at disadvantage still.
But I have that D8. So that
Yes, you do.
Alright. And then let me roll that D8.
4. It's 11, 21, and the rest of them bring it up pretty high. You roll one little check. Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Now I got to actually find out what the average is.
It should
We got
be
a
over
29, we got a 26, and we got a 21.
So that's an average.
So they're all over 20. So the average has to
25.3.
Right, wait, she has a +3 bonus.
be-
25.3?
Yep.
All right. I don't have to worry about that crit then.
Rob, can I see those dice?
If
Who,
only
my
you could
dice?
butter.
Right, crit doesn't matter on this because her perception's not high enough to catch you guys. With the pass without trace, you slip off into the swamps and escape. And the last thing you see behind you are just magic missiles like flying through the air and the sound of ravens getting blasted to pieces.
Yes.
And the howls of an angry Baba Lysaga. She flies to her hut to find out that you guys pilfered it and stolen her treasures and killed her new friends. We're going to pull you guys out of initiative for the moment. And there is a bit of a cat and mouse game that happens here in the ruins of Baraz. You guys have made it away from her, and with your with Jareth's pass without trace, you can give her the slip pretty easily, at least for the time being. She does have some magical power. She might be able to track you down later, but she no longer has her hut. She no longer has her treasures. Some of her scarecrows are gone, and her allies, her new allies, are dead. Let's go back to the ruins of Baraz, and you guys tell me where. You guys right now are like in this square down here. You're going back the way that you came. You knew that there was a scarecrow here, but you avoided again.
Did we discuss where we were going to meet up with the were-ravens?
Standing stones, right?
That's what I assumed.
That's
dog
probably the
is.
assumption, yes, that you'll meet back at the Standing Stones.
Can we take the same path back, Rob? We went kind of
Sure.
through the walls here.
You're gonna just take the exact same path back that you went that you got here with.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it makes the most sense if we're just trying to get out with this box and our lives.
Right. The scarecrows, if there are any others in this place, you've already killed a few. In fact, let me get rid of those ones that showed up. It's this one here. And these over here and there. I'm gonna put Baba Lysaga's hut. Let's look over there and show you that it's dead. You guys make your way through the ruins from building to building. Your spell protecting you along the way. Wait, how much time do you have left on that, by the way? Because there was a bunch of time that was used to get here with it, and I think you only had like
Half an hour.
And half an
I
hour
thought it was
left.
maybe
Yeah.
like 20 minutes or something left.
And we used half an hour getting over the.
Can you
the
recast
river.
it?
And then it was another like 15 minutes or something like that to like get to the hut. So, do you have another spell, Jareth, for that? Do you want to recast it if necessary?
If necessary, I can cast it again. Yes.
That's up to you. You tell me if you think it's necessary, but it's going to run out as you guys are getting back to the river.
To the river.
Half an hour.
Um,
Last time.
Can I take a look around and see if I see any scarecrows?
You don't see any around here. But you know Baba Lysaga is around, flying around in her skull.
I'd cast.
She's the bigger
Yeah.
threat, not the scarecrows at this point. All right. You recast this. Let's get everybody to make athletics checks again to cross the river. I'm just going to have you make one at this point, and if you guys, if you have some people failing it, then we'll add some time.
There you go. The last sentence of Path Without Trace is pretty cool. The creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no
Which means
tracks or traces
Can't
of its
track you
past,
by
which is
looking
something
for your
that's
passage.
awesome.
Yeah.
like mud prints. Yeah, that's awesome. Right, Atleticos. Riles and Jared through the draft.
All right. Those that failed, roll again. That's going to be Nazoth, Jareth, and Riles, and I will roll for Esmeralda because I forgot last time.
Oh,
It's
Jareth.
just like last time.
The sinking
Esmeralda gets
The
kind of
way-
struck too, but then makes it across. You guys, you're pretty much moving as fast as your slowest person, which you have to stay next to Jareth. You can't leave him behind, otherwise you're going to lose the pass without trace. So Jareth, roll again. Jareth is the one that kind of needs to.
Oh my
make this
God.
at this point.
That's the best one yet.
Just stuck.
Can I give him Bardic?
I think you can. Yeah, give him Bardic. You guys have spent now 20 minutes trying to
Can't
get
you
across
just
this stupid
swim?
water.
Turn into a
If
fish.
he shape changes, he wild shapes. If he's got another one left,
You have
Or like an alligator or
Bardic,
crocodile?
so 1d8.
That was the 6 he rolled, and that was the new one.
Jeez.
So
Try rolling well.
So I
You-
think
I'm
the last time
trying.
too, I think that that Garrison was taking a disadvantage on his roll to add to
There.
to give advantage to
That is
to
true,
someone
but
else.
we didn't. I thought we were just trying to like one check it, and you were like, oh, if it slows down. So at this point, I feel like we are just moving at Jared's pace, like as a group. Maybe even be doing that to help everyone else, because you're not making the rest of us rolls.
This because it's taking you guys forever and you're a bit exposed here. Let's get another stealth check. Group stealth check. As you guys are halfway across the river, you see a shape like flying through the fog in the clouds above. Baba Lysaga trying to hunt you down. As you guys all do a Rambo and like drop into the water or something like that. So don't forget that the bonus is still up.
Can I get someone Bardic? I'm just using
Sure.
it for anything.
You can give it. Yeah, it doesn't matter who you give it to
Uh,
at this point. It's just raising
okay.
the average.
I'll just roll a d8. That is for Garrison.
Alrighty, it looks like we've got a 20, 16, a 20, a 22, a 33, 4. I'm just going to roll another check for Baba Lysaga. It looks like your average is going to be above 20.
21.
She flies right over you as you guys duck down into the water. She rolls a 5.
We all
It's right
dunk
over
our
you guys.
heads
Everybody
for a
just
moment.
duck into the water, and you don't move a muscle. And then like she flies past like the river, and after she's gone, you guys emerge again, gasping for air and pulling Jareth across to the far side. At this point, I'm not going to make you guys make any more of these athletics checks.
That 16
that
was enough, yeah?
was enough. And you climb the hill and eventually arrive. 16 was enough. Eventually, you climb the hill and make your way back to the standing stones across the river. And you find waiting for you there, Marina and a couple of her friends. They emerge from behind the stones and they ask you, "Did it go well? It seems as if you all survived. It sounded like there was a ruckus. We saw fire in the air over Perez. You didn't kill her though, did you?"
Killed her allies.
And her
And
house.
took all of her stuff.
Yeah.
Marina gives a little
Kill
bit of
her.
a chuckle at that. Oh, she's going to be quite pissed.
Hey, Naz gets his bar and grill now with no
Good work.
interference.
I think he still has to get the deed signed over by what was
Whoever
it, the
becomes the new
Barovian-
Burgermaster of Barovia.
Yeah, you need to find a new mayor
Yeah.
of the village of Barovia.
Oh, let's be honest. We killed.
I love the confidence.
And then the next campaign can
Unfortunately,
be
we
coming
didn't all
back
make
to
it.
defeat Lord Nazoth.
I actually wouldn't be
Garrison
opposed to
said we
that.
did
to be honest.
Next adventure's Curse of Nazoth.
I'd play it.
Brian, what were you saying? You were about to say something. I think I
Oh
cut
no,
you
I was just gonna say, unfortunately, we didn't all make it back. We tried to free some ravens that I thought might have been kindred to you, but they stayed behind to attack her, and I'm only assuming those fireballs were for them.
Most of the ravens in Barovia hate Baba Lysaga. She doesn't care if it's a were-raven or a regular raven. Any raven that she sees, she assumes is one of us. And, well, it is a tragedy that some of our lesser kin were destroyed. They were animals, and perhaps they served a purpose. You cannot control animals that have been treated that way. I'm assuming that they probably hated her.
That's actually accurate. Ravens hold grudges.
How did your distraction go? Did you all make it out?
We did, thankfully, but only because we know the area around here. We led her on a little bit of a chase, but it seems as if she wouldn't allow herself to be drawn too far away from the ruins. And as soon as screams started rising up from the ruins itself, she turned back. But think we call this a success, a win. She looks over at the chest that you guys are carrying. Have you opened it yet?
Yeah,
Well,
all those hands came out. And
You know there's no
But,
more hands in there now.
I don't think we've looked at the goods though.
no, is any?
Let's crack this
Alright.
open, see what kind of booty we got.
It's not even locked. Check it out. Garrison just puts it on the ground and flips it open.
You flip it open, and let's get an Arcana check from those that are skilled in it real quick, and I'll roll one for Esmeralda too.
That was a 19.
All right. Naza. dumb mages.
A Walmart wizard.
The Walmart wizard. I get my powers from another patron.
Graphically, that was a 19. I don't know why it's giving me a 1.
Sure. Riles and Esmeralda and Gretchen, you see the remnants of a glyph that was on this chest, and it was somewhat fortuitous that that Garrison ripped it from the floor, because an item that has been trapped or protected or warded with a glyph of warning, if you move it, the ward dissipates. Like the items can't be moved around once they're warded, and because he pulled it from the floor and threw it out the door without opening it, luckily you guys didn't get blown up inside the house. But you can see that there's a little sort of burn mark on it where there was a glyph.
I knew that. Garrison says. Looks really cheeky.
No one believes you.
Yeah. No.
You open up the chest, you look inside, and there is pouches of gold and silver, and there's a little there's like another little coffer within, and you open that up, and on pillows there are 5 gemstones that are extremely valuable. Each one of these gemstones is worth 500 gold pieces.
Are any of them diamonds?
Yes, 2 of them are diamonds.
All right, we've got 2 revivify.
No, they're only worth 900. Or what is it?
Revivify
They're one
requires what,
silver
like a
short
300 gold
of a
piece diamond or something like that?
Yeah. These are
Oh, altogether. they're
299.
500.
They've been chipped away until they're 299. And then someone wrote, ha
So
no
one
Revivify for you.
one revivify. And I'm using the old version, so it still counts for multiple.
What do you mean?
With the old version, you could use it. Just had to be diamonds worth 300. It didn't have to be one single diamond.
Right, but you have 2 diamonds that are worth 500, which means you can do it twice. But you're sort of expending a diamond that's worth more than the spell costs.
Gotcha.
To do it. There is also a vial that has some sort of magical liquid in it. Do we have identifiers in this group or not? Let me see if Esmeralda does.
Identifiers?
I've been keeping it
Oh,
on,
I
but I
do.
think I took it off last long rest.
I
You
have
have the
it.
Same
identifier.
You got
detect,
it?
Somebody's got it.
detect magic?
Well, I just had to detect.
Detect magic, it gives you a chance. You have to roll like an Arcana check, but identify works automatically. And if Riles has it, he can use this as a ritual and figure everything out. You discover that the vial contains a very rare oil that can sharpen a weapon to such a degree that can cut like through stone almost. When you coat a slashing or piercing weapon with this, or 5 pieces of slashing or piercing ammunition, it takes a minute to apply it, but for an hour, the coated item is considered magical and has a +3 bonus to hit and damage rolls.
Oh.
You literally can turn a weapon into a +3 weapon by taking a minute to put this stuff on it for an hour.
I got this
That's
the last
pretty sweet,
campaign,
right?
and I just never had a chance to use
There
it.
are also 2 spell scrolls. Yeah, I think you guys did find this before in the last campaign. There are 2 spell scrolls. One that has mass cure wounds on it, and another one is a scroll of revivify. So now you have 3 possible revivifies.
Oh, right.
Lame.
Is
I'm gonna make you guys use them.
Because Garrison likes
He wants to
characters.
play on
that
hard mode.
they
This is hard enough, Garrison.
extreme.
It's hard enough.
You might need them.
Garrison eats the one the scroll.
No, he does not. He does not,
Is Adrian
I hope
Mordekov
not.
there?
at least.
Yes, I think he was one of the. No, was it Adrian or was it the guy from? I think it was his brother. Hold
I
on,
thought
let me
it's the
check.
oldest son.
Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian.
I think I misspoke. It was the Mardukov who was the innkeeper of the Blue Water Inn. It's Erwin.
Oh, Erwin. Okay.
He's
Oh, he hates
Davian
us.
Mardukov is his father.
Yeah.
What's that?
Erwin
Yeah,
hates
that's
us.
when he came. There was a whole thing in the last game where he was pissed at you guys still.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys were. He said if we can do this and get rid of Baba Lysaga or take her down or whatnot, it's worth it.
Okay.
'Cause
Riles.
you guys were you kind of you made it up to him by taking this really dangerous sort of self-applied mission to go after Baba Lysaga in her home. We talked about this in the last game, but I think I misspoke by saying it was Adrian. It's Erwin. Adrian is the father, or Davian. Sorry, Davian is his father.
Yeah, and Adrian
The father.
is the son that stayed.
Is his brother.
Yeah.
Adrian is Erwin's brother. He's the oldest. He's technically not the oldest son. Erwin is the oldest, but Adrian was the oldest son that was still back at the winery.
Yes.
Erwin's a little
So,
bit older.
Erwin, do you want the gem, or should we give it back to your father?
Maybe we should let him return it.
That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
Yeah, he glances over at Gretchen when Gretchen suggests that, and just kind of looks back at you and says that if you would allow me to take it back, perhaps this could mend some things between him and I.
Could you
Let's
also
return it together.
pass on a message?
Well, he looks over at Garrison and says, "It seems as if maybe you might be coming with us."
I'm not the leader here, but I don't know. Your place was pretty nice, and once we got rid of the druids, and now we have some more gems, maybe more magical stuff happens. The vineyards start popping up. You guys have great wine, man.
Yeah, maybe reinvest.
Hmm.
After a weekend retreat after that fight.
Yeah.
Uh,
Girl's gonna need some booze.
I was just thinking, travel-wise, isn't this kind of on a peninsula of its own? So we have to walk back the trail together. It's not like we could just take a fork, right?
Here, let me go back to the bigger map.
Oh, they can just fly there.
I'm not sure if this is what you guys are planning on doing right now, too. Baba Lysaga is still out there. Are you just gonna walk away at this point and hope she doesn't chase you down?
I mean, do we want to stay here, rest, and try to go back?
I don't know. That
Like,
sounds
where-
crazy. She
where
has a
we
flying
staying?
house. What is back? You know, what I
Just a
mean?
flying
She's
skull. Like her
right,
house is.
but you know what I mean.
Flying
Like she can be anywhere at all times.
Hell,
Like,
we could just make a bunch of noise here and have her come to us.
After a long rest.
I'd like to find
After.
a place to rest and before we have to fight her.
You can at least take a short rest right now. If anybody can benefit from one, do that now.
Okay.
okay. And
The
wizard
other
will-
items that you find in the chest, you find those 2 scrolls. You find a magical light crossbow in there, +1 light crossbow. You find a set of magical pipes of haunting, and you find a stone of good luck.
That's dope.
A stone of good luck.
Yep.
Hey,
I'll
Lucky,
put
how are
these
you on
over
the
in-
pipes, man? You play a good
I
bag.
know the pipes. Yeah.
Stone of good
Nice
luck.
ominous dirge as we
With a
hang out
plus-
here by these stones.
You gain a +1 to ability checks and saving throws. That's nice. Well, we're gonna hang out here. I'm gonna play my lute.
Alright.
All right. Just full-on question here, though. Like in my mind, this lady's got a helicopter. She can go wherever else she wants, right? Should we get this gem somewhere safe and travel, get back to the Wizard of Wines. Like, it looks like from the Wizard of Wines, we could cut back through this woods if we wanted to. Like,
Got a question from me, or are you putting that to the group?
That is to the group. Like, do you
Okay.
guys? I don't know. I mean, I'm happy to go Baba Lysaga hunting. You know what I mean? That's fine with me. Like, but usually our MO is get overwhelmed and run away. So like, why don't we at least drop this thing off, get the reward, get the like, hey, you guys are great, whatever, and then hike in is my only option. But if she comes and finds us on our walk, great. Then we'll face it as we are. But if we're gonna do a rest here and go back at her, that's awesome too. What is our purpose of killing her, Rob?
I don't know.
Because she's aligned with Strahd, and we know that, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying that you even have to.
No, I'm not.
I'm
I know
just
you're not
asking
saying-
if you're
Yeah,
planning to. The
No,
original
I'm just-
plan was to
Right.
get to sneak in. At least as I understood from what you guys were going to do, you were like, we don't want to take her on. Like, she's super powerful. And then Marina said, well, she's got some treasures that might be able to help you. So you thought, as you guys proposed it to me, your plan was to go in there, get these treasures, which you guys have done, and then maybe use them against her. You don't necessarily have to stick to that plan, of course. You can do whatever you want at this point.
So weapon-wise, we got the crossbow,
We
right?
got her.
Was that it?
Yes.
We got our treasures.
Okay.
So
we
the,
don't
the
have
like
pipes
one
of
of these
haunting
characters getting
are nothing
boosted.
to sneer at either. You found you have a scroll of revivify.
Yeah.
Which if she's a powerful spellcaster, and if someone gets knocked out, you might be able to use that. Like you have ways of mitigating.
And let's go take it to her then.
More deadly spells.
Like somebody tuned to the stone. Maybe we can spend the night here. If she comes across us, great. If not, then we'll go Lysaga hunting in the morning or after our rest. If people can use these new things that we have a get out of jail free card with this scroll. And she does have an alliance with Strahd, we know this. So like a killing blow is more important. Like she's also looking for the girl. This may get her on the hunt now, right? She doesn't even have a home anymore. So what would provoke her to really be looking now? So.
Well, she has a home. It's just not a mobile home anymore.
So what do you say? We rest here a night. We try to get it back, and then go hunt for her.
Yeah. It'd
Yeah.
be like
I'll-
10 or 11 miles to walk back to Wizard of Wines if we don't cut through. And I feel like it'll still be like way too far to cut through anyway. So, we're thinking of like camping around here, right, Garrison? That's what you're thinking?
Yeah, this circle has
And
some
standing
sort
stones,
of aura of old magic to it. So so it's got some protection here. The next question is, do we give the stone to the Marikovs to just fly over to the Wizard of Wines, or do we keep it and then do this
Well,
ourselves?
Could have them help us, unless we were worried about them, which we might be.
Okay,
I
but
don't-
you guys, hear me out. Walking windmill.
I know. That's probably the first place you would check. But I guess I did think about it too, though.
Nazos
Nazov.
walking. What is it?
Put the stone in the windmill. Oh my god.
Nazos moving windmill. It's sort of like Hal's moving castle, but it's Nazos moving windmill.
Great.
This all messed up windmills, all like.
I'll turn the blades will look like it's flying like the propeller.
So sustainable though.
Windmills do
All
not
right,
work
so-
that way.
You guys are at least here for a little bit as you are discussing, what to do. Like, do you send this gem with the Mardikovs? Nazot's like, it sounds like Nazoth is maybe joking or maybe serious about keeping it and maybe animating the old bone grinder with it. If that can indeed be done.
That would be really sick.
I think it would mean a lot to this family to have their son bring home this gem and possibly right the wrong of it decades ago. He's kind of been banished from everything because of this. If there is a way to shed some kind of hope here, this might be a crack at it. Naz, I think it's nice to have a destination. You don't want to be traveling everywhere. People want you to come to them, and you don't work for people. People come to you.
Garrison, I hear you. I understand you, but counterpoint, flying windmill.
I think at one point you'll be able to fly. You don't need the windmill. You can just come back to the windmill.
Fine.
He just convinced Nazoth not to animate the bone grinder.
Yeah,
Well, we need this gem more than we need to fly.
yeah, fine.
Alrighty. So at the moment, you guys are camped out at the stones, right? You've taken a short rest here. Are you going to attempt a long rest here before you head out?
Tiny hut, long grass.
Yeah, I'm definitely for it. I just want to say, do we want to send Markov with the gem to go fly off, or do we feel like we need to keep the gem with us to get it somewhere safely? Like,
Oh, I think we trust it was
Yeah,
part of
she's
it.
looking for us, not ravens anymore, right?
What was that?
She's looking for us,
No,
not
she's
ravens
looking for
anymore.
you. She doesn't know us.
So you
But
guys talked over
you
each
know
other.
what I'm
Something about not ravens anymore.
Yeah, she's looking for us, not
Does she
ravens
know
anymore.
we're the ones she's coming for?
I don't think we got made. Like she saw that there was something.
She
but I
saw
don't think...
Gretchen and she saw Jareth.
Oh, but okay.
The rest of you, she did not see. Does that change anything?
yeah, I think we still go back and kill her. I think we get some rest. We get some juice up tonight. If she comes for us, cool. I just wanted to see if you guys were all on board with sending the gem with the Martikov. Like, we trust them. They've been on the up and up with us the whole time, so.
If he's going though, I do want to pass on that message.
Which message? Which message?
I promised the bartender at the bar in Barovia that they're looking to get the deliveries again.
Oh, right. Okay, that message because they're not getting them.
Yes.
They're stopping in Vallaki. The Irwin is the one that's actually getting these shipments to Vallaki. And when you mention the village of Barovia, he seems a little hesitant to send anything on to them. He says that village is cursed. The people there are terrible. But if you think that it would help, then I'll do it.
Honestly, it might help, especially
Things
now
are
that
not
the
great in
hags are
Vallaki
gone.
right now either. We would have to get them past the Burgomaster of Vallaki, and we'd also have to get them past Izek Strasny. Things have gotten pretty dark in Vallaki since he left. We know that Lady Watcher has outright challenged the current Burgomaster, and that Izek has been obsessed with tracking down, well, all of you. In fact, he hasn't even been in Vallaki for the last couple days.
Wait,
Just
all of
leaving
us? I thought it was just Riles,
Oh, yes.
because we parted quite nicely.
Right.
Riles is with
He thinks Garrison's a werewolf.
Yes.
Well, like it
He's
wasn't
tracking
all of
down a
us though,
werewolf.
because me and Bim
You were
parted.
all with Riles. If you don't think that if you think that Izek is going to make split hairs over all of you, he knows that you all travel together. He's looking for Riles. He's looking for Garrison, and he's not going to be friendly with you if you don't turn them over. He knows that you all travel together.
We
He's
have an
looking
in
for all
though,
of you.
right? At least he's not going to attack immediately if he doesn't see them.
Yeah. He doesn't think so. He'll probably try to, he'll threaten you to tell him where he is. And if you don't Don't say if you don't give him what he wants, then he'll probably turn violent. He's done so before.
Why do we need to get
But
the order past them, though?
more importantly, Izik was a stabilizing force in Valaki. He is the protector of the Baron and the Baroness. And without him there, that leaves them a little bit vulnerable to Lady Watcher. And it seems as if some more folk have arrived in town. I'm not sure where, but she now has people helping her. And they don't seem to be afraid of any of the other folk in town.
Wait, why is he cracking down on the cultists? We know that Lady Watcher's a cultist.
We're the bigger threat.
Izik, did he ever tell you his story? About how he
Nope,
lost that arm?
he's not very talkative to us.
When he was a child,
His father was a drinker.
well, everyone is a drinker in Barovia. So yes, his father was a drinker. But they went out hunting once. He, his sister, and his father. And as you know, many of those in Valaki, they hunt wolves. It is to keep their population down. It is to keep the werewolves at bay. They must have run across one of the more powerful werewolves of the tribes in the north. Because his father was killed, his sister vanished, and his arm was torn from his body by one of these wolves, and he was left for dead. He survived, don't know how exactly, made it back to town, and recovered. He was young then, but he grew, and he grew strong, and he grew dark. And one day, people saw him in the streets with a new arm. This arm that could hurl flame. It could rend people with its claws. And soon enough, people just got out of his way. He became sort of like the sheriff, a force for, well, I wouldn't say for good, but a force of authority in town. And the Baron and the Baroness took him under their wing. They gave him everything he needed. They gave him a home. And they gave him true authority in town to punish those that would defy the Baron and the Baroness. Now that he's gone, now that he's out looking for you, the Baron and the Baroness don't have the same protection against Lady Watcher that they once did. She is moving against them. And like I said, she has new allies as well. I don't know where they came from.
Hopefully he realizes that the people that gave him everything could use more protection than us out of there, but I don't know if he will.
Sounds like it might be time to head back to Vidlaki.
Well, we gotta kill this witch first.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm assuming we survive past tomorrow.
That's a big assumption.
That's a big assumption.
It
Assuming you
is, it
survive
is.
past tonight is a big assumption.
I've got plenty of time to get exhaustion levels.
Yes. The great exhaustion conundrum. So, this doesn't necessarily, you haven't answered the question of what you're doing with the gem. It was proposed a couple times now. Are you going to send it with Erwin back to his father now? Are you all going to stay here for the night? What are you doing?
I mean, she's out there looking. Even if she's not specifically looking for ravens, she'll still go after them if she sees them.
Yes. Sure, she always has.
I think they should stay with us until we attack her.
Alright, let's do that plan.
All right.
fine
I
with that.
agree.
They stay with you. Okay. You guys settle in for the night. You cast your little tiny hut, protect
Yep.
yourselves. And let me check something real quick.
I attempt to tune this loot.
They can't fit in our hut.
I like to look at the pipes of haunting.
You know what these things all do. You should be able to look them up. You've had the time to attune to them if you want to.
And
'cause,
someone should take
you've
the
already
stone.
had a short rest.
Yeah, who's gonna take the stone of good luck? I don't
I
need
have
it.
3 dump stats, so probably not me. It's not gonna help me in the overall.
What was
It
the
might help
bonus
me
for the stone
constantly
again?
failing checks.
It gives you a +1, I think, on
Saving
ability
throws.
checks and saving throws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ability checks are like any skill. I think it also applies to initiative.
It would be good for anyone. So
I'm
Roll off.
interested.
we could do a roll off.
Yeah.
I love
I'm
good
down.
roll up.
What are we rolling? A D20?
Yeah.
D20 roll highest.
Yeah.
Oh, Jar.
Jerusalem.
Hey,
Garrett?
I'd like to use my inspiration to roll it. I'm kidding.
That's actually great. I think does it help his monsters and stuff too when he transforms? I think so.
for Jeth. If you're attuned to the item, I think any items that like they meld in, I think they normally work.
Yeah, I believe that's great. That'll be,
That's
it'll
nice.
just bump up your stuff for your wild shapes. That's great.
Well, I don't think his wild shapes will benefit all that much. I mean, it doesn't help attack rolls.
Yeah, and it won't be doing a lot of ability checks with them.
You never know, dude.
Sometimes.
You never listen. You don't
Turn
know
into
how
a bear,
much
do a strength check.
we used a fish familiar to conquer an entire base.
Well, right.
Okay.
Forgot about that. the most useless familiar that anybody ever had. This guy had a goldfish in a fishbowl.
Oh my god.
And people are like, how is this going to be useful ever? And they came to a base that had a stream that ran like right through the whole thing. And they sent the familiar in.
Nice.
And no one ever saw it.
This fish was the hero.
Reminded me of Sheldon holding up that bowling ball. My brain is bigger than everybody's.
I'll spend an hour tuning to this then.
All right. Go ahead and finish up with all of your tuning. But tell you right now, you guys do not make it through a long rest. Later that night, in the darkness of Barovia, Baba Lysaga comes to investigate this place.
Oh, boy.
She is aware of these ruins. She knows that they are here. And you guys are pretty much out in the open in a frickin' tiny hut. And in the moonlight above, you see this figure floating in a skull above the tree line coming your way. And that is going to be our cliffhanger for today.
Oh shit.
Oh, yep.
Oh damn! My
I'm
TP's higher.
out of all high level spells. I've got level 2s and level 1s.
Yes, that's what this game is made for.
Alrighty, everybody. You have your items. You don't have a lot of your greater spells and whatnot. You do have some allies here. And maybe the ruins offer a little bit of protection. But Baba Lysaga is coming for you. And she's not going to give up. And we'll see how you guys do in this fight against her. I think your plan was to go after her anyway. And she saved you the effort.
Pizza's coming out for you.
Pizza's coming
Does anyone want the crossbow? We could do a roll off.
I think you already
want it?
have a +1 crossbow, don't you, Rouse?
I don't. I just have a regular crossbow.
Do it. You're our
Take
That's
it.
sniper.
mine.
Yeah, take
Yeah,
it,
you
man.
are.
Nobody
a
else uses
sniper.
a ranged weapon. Should...
I just
Okay.
have a regular one, and I'm fine with that. You take the +1.
You got
Rouse,
ranged
you literally
spells.
are
It's
a sniper.
mine.
Yeah.
Rouse our sniper. Alright guys, I got a
Sniper.
boogie. Rob, thank you for a great session.
Great.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
everybody.
week, y'all.
That was great, guys.
We will